Testing, 1, 2, check, sound check, 1, 2, check. Hello, SimFans, be with you momentarily. Hello, SimFans. How is everyone tonight? Oh, welcome, SimFans. Thursday night, SimFanatic with you. Help me out, friends, because it's a different kind of live stream. Yes, indeed. This is going to be completely interactive. Now, you may say, SimFanatic, usually it is pretty interactive, and I would say, you're absolutely right. But tonight, we are going to be checking out, of course, X-Plane 12, the Early Access Edition. Yes, friends, it has been released. It is early access, so there's going to be some bugs to be expected, but we're going to get into that, although it looks all right. Let's talk about it. So the Flight Simmer, welcome. Hello, the Flight Simmer. Good to see you, the Flight Simmer. Oh, Golfer 67. How the heck are you, old Golfer 67? Marion Harris says, great. Harry W., how you doing, Harry? Good to see you, Harry. Vruden, speaking of great, Vruden the Great is here. Jesus, how long is it, this intro? That's a long one, right? I'll get into that. John Franco. John, how's it going, John? Hello, John. Good to see you, buddy. Alan Cleveland's in the house. Alan and Starship. I'm seeing some regulars here, friends. It's good to see ya. It's good to see you, Blando Calrissian. How you doing, Blando? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Blando. Welcome to the stream. Dave Arcane says, hey, Sim fam. Hey, man, how's it going, Dave? Good to see you as well. Who else is out there? DeltGam88, of course, DeltGam. Delt, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you, friends. Ryan Hare says, yo! Ryan, how's it going, man? All right, to get back to you guys, so we've got some chat here. Harry W., for all who have it, the Twin Otter got an update today. Ooh, that's good to know. I did not know that, Harry. Thank you for sharing, buddy. And I'm getting a call from my son. Hold on a sec. So like we're live right now. So SimFans, I just got a call from my family, and they're sitting in a parking lot and said the car battery is dead. Okay, so give me 1 minute. right, SimFans. So, yeah, I guess I'm glad I picked that up, but I am going to have to. Boy, this is a bummer. We're going to have to delay this stream. I do apologize to everybody. Yeah, the car's dead, and it looks like several of you, Lowtech 420 and Alan, are out there. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take care of business. What I might do is I might just put this on intermission. Keep the stream going, and I will try to be back as soon as I can. I've got to grab the jumper cables, and I'll be back. But what I'm going to do is, fortunately, they aren't too far away, but it'll probably be at least a half an hour, depending on, do what you need to do. Thank you, Alan. Thanks, everyone, for your understanding. What timing, right? Right as the stream starts, but yes, as you all say, family first. So my priorities always come first. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all being so understanding. I'm just going to leave the stream running, and I will be back. And yes, I will catch you all soon. I will be back on. Check back if you want. For those of you that aren't going to make it back, check the live stream recording. I'm going to be getting into the differences. Is X-Plane 12 worth it? I might even throw up. I might throw up. I might put on the Microsoft Flight Simulator and do the C-172 so we can kind of check out the differences in terms of performance in that. But friends, thank you so much for your understanding. What do you do, right? Life happens. So friends, appreciate you all being here tonight. I will be back. I'm going to go ahead and throw an intermission on, and hopefully we will see you soon. So for those of you that want to check back in a little bit, please do. I'll be back. I would say momentarily. I got to figure out how long this is going to take, but I'll be back with you, SimFans. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and just let the intermission run. Thank you guys for your understanding. We'll be back with you soon. Thank you. My friends, I am back. Thank you so much for sticking around. My son was reading the comments as I was driving home and following my wife in in that vehicle. Not sure what's going on. It didn't have enough cranking amps or something, and it didn't start the first time. But I gunned the car, and then wife kicked it, and it went over and started. So thank you, friends. Seriously, this is. I am humbled by all of your support, and I got to tell you something. Seriously, y'all. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you, not only the moderators, thank you to the moderators. I mean, Blando gave me a call right when I left and said, hey, can I help? And and ASUS and all of you just commenting in chat here with the support. My son was reading it to me. He was looking at my phone as I was driving back and following my wife and reading the comments. It's really touching. I got to say, friends, I guess what this goes to show is the fact that not only do we support each other within Discord and within our sim world, but in our real lives. And you know what? That's true, in so many ways. If you join Discord, you know this, friends. And so, again, hats off to all of you. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really, there's no words to say how I feel right now. I appreciate it. And I come back and I look, there's 18 that are watching right now. Hey, you guys are awesome. What can I say? Thank you so much, friends. Well, we'll get into what you all came here for. And so let me get rid of that bottom thing there, and we will jump into it. So really quick, Aces Down update for new viewers tonight. SimFanatic has sorted out the family car issue. It is back home for the stream. We'll be on screen 2 minutes. Hey, thank you, Aces. Thank you, Blando. Ryan here. Thanks, Blando. Blando update. Sim is back, in case you can't tell. Harry W. Yeah, I flew the coast of Oregon a little bit ago. And you're all having the regular chat, and that's awesome. That's what it's all about. All right. Okay, friends, so let's get this party started. So, hey, what about that splash screen? That's worth the $60 right there, right? So, X-Plane. So here we're going to talk about it again. Thank you, friends, for being patient. I mean, I'm guessing Vrooden's gone. Maybe Vrooden's still here. So, Vrooden, if you're still out there, this wasn't a ploy to throw a curveball on you, because we're about an hour late going, right? But such is life. Life happens, right? So many times we say life happens. So anyway, X-Plane, one of the things is, we all know is, like with Microsoft Flight Simulator, you keep adding extra content, it slows down the launch of the simulator. X-Plane is no different. In fact, right now it loads up lickety-split, but that's, of course, because that's all I have. I don't have any add-ons. Some of you might ask, well, does it work with your X-Plane 11 aircraft and that? I do believe it does. I have not yet tested that. That's something I want to test. We may even try to test tonight if you all want to. And I'm going to make sure that this is fully interactive. So I'm going to try to do my best. And moderators, please help me out if you would, to keep an eye on chat. Because the first part, I want to talk a little bit about my initial opinion, my initial thoughts on the X-Plane 12. What I like about it, how it differs from 11, as many of us have had X-Plane 11 for a number of years and been flying it. And then, of course, Microsoft Flight Simulator came out a few years back and has been continuously improving. So I'll talk a little bit about what I think has improved. And now, again, for some of you that are new to the stream, I've been simming since SubLogic. I mean, I'm an old Bart, okay? I'm an old dude. I've been playing. We don't say playing, do we? I've been simming since SubLogic. And the very first Microsoft Flight Simulator that was released, I had it. The very first X-Plane that was released, I had it. So I am going to be talking from experience. And so I'm going to let you all know what I think of, like, what are the differences and what do I like between 11 and 12. I do want to say I have only flown this a couple times. I don't have a ton of experience with the 12. Again, it was just released. This is early access, so please keep that in mind. There are going to be potentially performance issues for some of us. I think it actually runs great so far. There's sometimes I get a little stuttering here and there, but it does run really fairly well in my opinion. I think it works great. It certainly runs better than X-Plane 11. And so we'll be talking about the volumetric clouds and the weather and the seasons. We do have seasons. We'll talk about, yes, you still have to load the textures if you change seasons. Yes, you still have to load the damn textures if you change from day to night. As all of you know that love Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can change all those things and you can see it live changing. You don't have to wait for it to reload the textures. However, and you're gonna see this, we're gonna do it, it loads the textures a lot faster than it used to. It doesn't have photogrammetry. It doesn't have the satellite imagery. Now you can use Ortho 4XP, at least I believe you can. If you can do it with 11, why wouldn't you be able to do it with 12? I haven't done that, but for those of you that have a lot of time on your hands, a lot of bandwidth on your hands, and a lot of storage on your hands, you could do Ortho 4XP, and you could use the Google data, satellite data. You can use Bing just like Microsoft Flight Simulator does. I don't have that done right now. Might be something that I'll take a look at and doing so we can do a compare and contrast. But again, I'll probably bring up, if you all want, we can like check the default Cessna 172 in here and do a versus Microsoft Flight Simulator if you want. I'm willing to launch the other sim. I know a lot of you have followed the channel because you're fans of Microsoft Flight Simulator, but we did have a lot of fans initially because I was doing a lot of X-Plane 11 with the Zevo. Okay, so with that being said, let's start with a few things here. Okay, first of all, they haven't really changed the interface. As you can see here, we've got the controls, so we have the joystick, our general. All of you are going to see that this is pretty much the same as it was with X-Plane 11. Now, I, for one, think that's an all right thing. You know, Laminar Research, they changed the GUI with 11. They're keeping the GUI the same with the menu systems for X-Plane 12. I, for one, think that's actually an all right thing, okay? I mean, why change it if it's working? And then everybody has familiarity with the graphics settings, your data, your joystick settings, your keyboard settings, all that stuff, and where to go to navigate this thing. To be honest, friends, I had to remember, like, where the hell is some of this stuff to do some of the flights, because I've been using Microsoft Flight Simulator so long and haven't been using X-Plane 11 for probably, I don't know, when's the last time, ASUS, that we did an X-Plane 11 stream? Maybe I don't see Aviation Spotter in here, but it's probably been a year and a half at least, maybe longer. So as you can see here, excuse me, I have the Pendular TPR pedals for the Thrustmaster, the Alpha Flight controls. It's got a little picture here with, and what I like about this is, as I do like about Microsoft Flight Simulator, is when you're manipulating some of the buttons and controls in that, it will go right to what you're pressing, you know, on the button and that. And so you can see that in the right hand. Don't really need to get too far into this, but if we switch over to the Bravo, if I start pressing buttons and stuff, you can see that in the lower right, button 33 and 34, so you can see right where you're at, edit and set your options there. I won't get too far into like setting up your controls. Now, ASUS has never had X-Plane, and I know ASUS, you said that you were intrigued when I did a little short clip in Discord about a side slip to a landing. And I'm just gonna say right away here, the one thing I do have to say, and I still believe this even to this day, X-Plane 11 and 12, they do say they have an enhanced flight model. If you are a real pilot, or if you're not a real pilot, I am a real pilot. For those of you that are real pilots, you will probably find that if you hop into X-Plane 12, it's gonna feel more natural. Let's just say it, all right? It's gonna feel more natural than Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, some of you are gonna probably be like, come on, Sim Fanatic, Microsoft Flight Simulator is so much better. Okay, but when we talk flight models and responses and just the sensitivity and everything like that, now true, you can change sensitivities in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I'm just here to tell you, as a real life pilot, recreational, I don't do it professionally, but as a recreational pilot, I hop into the 172. It feels more responsive, more natural, maybe a little bit less on rails, if you know what I mean by that, than say maybe Microsoft Flight Simulator. Now, however, I will say this, again, I mentioned this before, I was part of the alpha test program, or testers with Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I still am bound by the NDA on that, by the way, but I'm just gonna say this, Asobo has made a lot of improvement with the flight model. They still have some improvement to do. I think all of us could probably agree on that. Now, with third-party aircraft like PMDG, you know, what's the one? Geez, A320, Phoenix A320. Some of the third-party, like the Kodiak, they are getting really close to what X-Plane would feel like. But here we're going to be talking about the default aircraft in X-Plane 12. We're going to take a look at a few of those, and again, I'm going to turn it over to all of you to say, hey, tell me what do you do here, or I want to see this aircraft, or take this for a spin, or go to this airport. We're going to do that later on in the live stream here, friends. So like Lowtech 420, I'm not a big fan of Microsoft Flight Simulator controller setup. You know, I agree, honestly. I think Lowtech, that is, I would say I agree with you on that. I think that the controller setup here within X-Plane, I actually have to agree. I still think it's better. You know, and I would have said maybe when I just started with Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's like, well, maybe it's just I'm not used to it. No, I'm still with you. It's so flippin' slow, right? I mean, when you do, like, when you click in a field and you click one of your buttons for it to do a search, it just seems to be sluggish and take a while. I agree, Lowtech. I think that's a good point, my friend. That's a good point. Flight Simmer says, let's test the 737. All right, buddy. Yeah, we'll have to jump in and do that. Again, of course, it's going to work. I've got the Alpha and the Bravo set up, the TPR, as you can see, and so we can talk about that. But again, I like that you can set up multiple profiles. So like Microsoft Flight Simulator, you can set up multiple profiles. So I know there's some of you in here that have never flown X-Plane before. And so again, just wanted to show the controller interface. Graphics, I'm coming out of the gate. This is the default settings for the graphics. Again, I have a 3070 Ti. I have an AMD Ryzen 7 5800X. I have 32 gigs of memory. What else do I have? Yeah, the usual stuff. So this is, by the way, I didn't change a thing. I wanted to leave the default settings to show all of you what it is here. So you can see the texture quality out of the box is set it to maximum. Ambient occlusion, as you can see, I'm not gonna read all these off. Anisotropic filtering, maxed out. Anti-aliasings at FXAA. And of course, for those of you that have NVIDIA cards, maybe AMD cards, there's some things that you want to do by default as the global settings for those, and then some things that you want to let the application control it. I'm not going to get into that, but I'm just showing you what is out of the box on this. Now, we got use VSync, enable track IR. So ASUS, you had asked, is X-Plane, you go, I assume X-Plane 12 is compatible with track IR. Yes, it is, and it's right here. We can enable track IR right here, and we'll get into that. Notice it was disabled, and you were watching that, ASUS, because you saw that I didn't have track IR enabled when I was doing that side slip to a landing video, right? But nonetheless, we got cloud quality at medium, shadow quality at medium, rendering distance at high, world object density is at maximum, and vegetation density. Now, there's some differences in what they say about vegetation, and because I've been scrambling, being a hero to my wife, there's something that I did want to bring up, and I will talk about it. So some of the things that Lamina Research talks about in terms of what's new. Bruden is in the stream. All right, Bruden, there's Bruden. No, Don, I wasn't late. Bruden, it took me a while to find one. Bruden, you stuck around. Wow, okay, thank you, Bruden, and all of you, of course. So here's the things that are new in X-Plane 12 over 11. So we've got photometric HDR light engine. This is the thing, SimFans. You're gonna see this in a second. We're gonna get to it, I promise you. The lighting just absolutely sucked in X-Plane 11. It was terrible. You could get some freeware packages to improve the lighting world. There's one, and I can't think of it right now. It might come to me. I actually paid for. I think it was a Russian developer actually did a package that you could improve the lighting. Lighting just sucked in X-Plane 11. Let's just face it. The default lighting was terrible. They have improved it. There are some things I think are really, really look good, kind of like what you're seeing in the thumbnail right behind me. But there's some other things that maybe look a little off. Again, remember, this is early access, so I'm sure they'll improve that. So, but lighting is definitely a new one. A new thing is obviously the volumetric 3D clouds. That's the other thing in X-Plane 11 sucked. You could do various packages that were out there to improve the cloud textures and the 3D clouds. But in X-Plane 11, all of that, I mean, you could have one of the newest systems and it would still hit your frame rates terribly, terribly so. So there is a new engine for that. They've got 7, I've only checked out the 172. So this is kind of like we're checking this out together for the first time, friends, because I literally got in the 172 a couple times. I did one flight from Ames to Des Moines. I did one flight in just a closed pattern, and that was it. So we're gonna check out some of the other models, but I will have to say the 172, I think the texture work is pretty damn good. We'll see that again. The gauges, the instruments are very, very clear. They are very fluid, as you'd call the steam gauges. So we'll take a look at that. 3D water, so they've got complete with accurate seaplane physics, modern AI-based ATC, so we can take a look at that for you, those of you that care about ATC. I do like the Microsoft Flight Simulator, not the ATC. The ATC and Microsoft Flight Simulator I think still is pretty bad, but the voice is, yeah, that's different. But they have improved the ATC, and they have enhanced flight physics model, so I think that does becomes apparent when you fly it. Seasonal weather, we talked about that. Special visual effects, snow, variable vegetation, ice and rain, 3D forest and vegetation, and get this, friends, Citation X, right? Citation 10. So those are some new things that we have. Can we check out actual flying? Yes, Brood, we will check that out. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. First of all, like flight school, kind of like Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane Basics, take off in the Cessna 172, tail dragger takeoff, landing the 172, traffic pattern work. And then you can see here navigation. And by the way, if you want to check this out, there is a free demo. Essentially, you don't get the whole world. You get a launch at Portland. I believe it's Portland, right? I think so. PDX. You have the Portland area, but that's the only area. If you try to go somewhere else, there's nothing there. And you can pick this up for $60. But you can get the demo and go to the Portland area, see how it works on your computer. That's what I really like about Laminar Research, and that's not something new at 12. They've always done that where you can do the demo. I think that's a pretty cool thing that they allow you to do. So do download it, check it out. Takes a while to download, but you all can check it out if you want. It's not going to cost you a dime if you're fine with just flying in Portland for 15 minutes at a time. So let's go ahead and do a new flight. And I was in Ames there, but let's start with this. First one that says for an airport to start. Throw it in chat. It's got to be within the United States, by the way, because I'll get into that too. You can use the installer to download just the United States or just the part that you live in Europe. If you live in Australia and Japan, you can just download and install that to make it quicker to get going. KBOS. All right, Aces. KBOS. Let's go to KBOS. Go to Boston Logan. So there's Boston Logan. And this is a little different too. So like if you want to figure out, well, where do you start at? If you go into this, now you can start and you can see your airport here with all the runways and then of course your starting points. And so we can just pick any of these. So this is how you navigate where you want to start. So we're going to go to general aviation spot. So we can pick one of those spots, confirm. What time of day you all want? Blando says Seattle. We'll go to Seattle next, Blando. Oh shoot, I forgot my drink. And I need a drink, man. I need a drink. So let's see, what time? Should we just start with clear weather? Let's start with the default. Notice I have December 17th. I'll explain why I had that before, but we'll do track real world and time. Let's just go ahead and go to, what day is it? 8th, right? September 8th. We'll go during the daytime. Okay, we'll go ahead. Okay, so TNT Simulate says, let's go to Dash Dubs. Hey, Dash Dubs, welcome to the stream. Okay, we'll go ahead and start at night. All right, so we're going to say done and then start flight. And it doesn't take long to load either. This is the thing I love. Of course, again, keep in mind, don't have a whole lot. Do you all want the tunes on or do you want me to shut the tunes off? Probably want me to turn the tunes off for now so you can hear it. That's the other thing I want to mention about this is the sounds are fan flipping tasks. Oh boy. Let's just hold, let's wait, and hope to God. Right now you can't see this, but right now on my computer it says, X-Plane is not responding. Awesome. I'm just going to give it a second here because I have been away, so maybe my drive needs to spin up and get going here. So let's give it a moment. Should be coming up here. I don't think I'm going to need to close the program and relaunch it. Y'all can't see this, of course. Lowtech 420, I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Yeah. All right, I do see it's loading, so I think it's working. It's just I'm getting a prompt that X-Plane is not responding. So I'll give it just a second here. I'm going to grab my drink. I'll be right back because God knows I need it. And you're all thinking, God knows he doesn't. Be right back. You're like, yeah, Sim Fanatic, you were gone, and now you're leaving. No worries. I'll be right back, like less than a minute, friends. Less than a minute. I'll be right back. dog's in here, and he's probably gonna, nope, he's gonna go over in the corner. That's okay. Max, you're fine right there. It is loading now, by the way. Okay, there we go. We're live. All right. And of course, I don't recall how the hell to do drone view. I didn't set up my controller for it, so we are in the aircraft right now. I might go on the outside. And so here are the night textures. Again, we're at Boston Logan International. I think the reflective surfaces, if you can tell, they're maybe a little overboard. I mean, unless it's been raining, but I don't think it's been raining. So, and I noticed that too, like with the seasons, I switched it to winter, and I did snow, and it looked like I was on a sheet of ice, and it was like hyper reflective. And so anyway, does the Cessna still use the sounds from XP11? No, Starship, great question. The sounds, I believe, are different, and we got some reflections of somebody going by here. We got a truck going by. That's kind of cool. No, the sounds are actually, we're going to check that out here in a minute, Starship. The sounds are far better. The environment sounds in X-Plane are far, far better, like the ambient sounds within the airport and that. I don't think it's too bad. I mean, it looks pretty damn good. Some of these, I don't know, what do you guys call that, guys and gals? They're like starbursts from the lights. That was the other thing I noticed that was a little bit exaggerated, maybe a little bit too big. And with X-Plane 11, I noticed that too, with like the beacons and some things like that. It almost seemed a little bit, the starbursts are maybe a little bit exaggerated. I don't know. What do you all think? But like looking up here. But all in all, for night, it looks pretty good. But I think the reflections, it almost looks like somebody threw several coats of lacquer on everything, right? I mean, it's a little bit probably overboard, but I don't know. Teach your own. Maybe try the A330 after the Cessna. All right, Starship. So, but let's go ahead and I'm trying to remember. How do I need to switch to the free look camera. Hold on. So let's go here. One of the things I like is that if you go to the controls, it's really easy to get to. So let's just go to keyboard. I'm trying to remember, friends. Let's go to views and is it quick change view mode? Here we go. External. So we want free camera. That's C. Okay. Let's see if I go C. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's take a look as we get up here. And there's Boston, right over in your neck of the woods, ASUS. And so we can see. And, okay, here's the thing, friends. X-Plane 12 is better than X-Plane 11. Don't think anybody's going to argue that one, even any of you that are looking at this right now. But the other thing that I would say is that we really... I do pay attention to you, ASUS. He pays more attention to the non-mods. But yeah, it's not going to be, the graphics aren't going to be as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator. So let's just get that out of the way, right? If you're thinking X-Plane 12 is going to be better visually than Microsoft Flight Simulator, you're going to be very disappointed. It just isn't. And I don't think any one of you, any one of us is coming here and thinking, or to any stream or loading the game or the simulator, that it's going to be better than Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's just face it. Let's get that out of the way. It's not better than that. There are things that is better than Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I talked about that at the beginning of the stream. So yes. So let me get caught up here. Let's see. I better pay attention. SimFans, do you have any tracing turned on in RTX? That's a great question, actually, Blando. I honestly don't know if X-Plane, maybe some of you know, if ray tracing is supported within X-Plane 12. That's a great question. I am not sure. Do you have ray tracing turned on? As he puts it all. See, I was already answering this, but we're a little delayed on the stream, I realize. I don't know if did anybody know if ray tracing is supported? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It might have ray tracing support. I am using Vulkan, low tech. I am using Vulkan. TNT Simulate says, don't like the street lamps. John Franco, hey John, Doppler radar shows some precipitation between Boston and Bradley International Airport. Okay, so we are doing real weather, so thank you, John. That could be the case then. We may actually have some wet ground and wet pavement. So yeah, we do. Okay, so thank you, John. That that would explain some of this. Let's go ahead and change it to now. Another thing, if we change the time of the day, shit, I got the wrong. This is the other thing. I'm so used to Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm gonna go to different places here. So we're gonna go under the flight configuration. Let's go ahead and change the time of day, and let's go a little lighter and see. But see now, it didn't take. Looks like it's snow. What the fuck? It's snow. Okay, well, let me see here. So anyway, yes. So, oh, I think I know why that might be. Hold on, friends. I was dicking with it last night because I was like, this doesn't show snow. What's going on? And I had it set to December, and I'm in Iowa, and I'm not seeing any snow. And I'm like, why is that? And notice I have it September 8th, 1704, so it shouldn't be snow so I need to go to customize here. See, I manually enter weather. Download real weather. Let's do that. There's our rain. Apply changes. There we go. Thank you, John, because that actually helped. There we go. Well, it still looks like snow. What the flop? What the hell? Hey, Ace, is it snowing over your way by chance? Go back here, friends. See what the fuck's going on. Customize. Back to weather. Did it not down? Yeah, download real weather. 62. Why is it doing that? Not snowing today, Ace says. Marion Harris, that looks very good. Does the snow have to melt? I think it actually, I don't know if it actually does melt, if it's that realistic, but there are some melting effects, I think, that they have. That's just odd, friends. Why? See, and this might be a bug. You know, again, keep in mind, this is early access, but you notice here, it's windy in that. Thermals, we are showing 62 Fahrenheit. We certainly shouldn't have snow. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. That seems weird. So let's do something. So we're going to reload the flight. Let me just go ahead and say change location. Let's go to this farm here and start a new flight and see if that shows snow. So this could be a bug, because I mean everything else looked fine. Have Rudin do his usual trolling. Well, this worked out about as well as I had hoped. Silva, how you doing? How about the clouds? Christmas in September. Yeah, Aces. We'll check out the clouds here. Now I am reloading, as you can see. We'll go back to Boston, Aces. Don't worry. But what the hell? Look at this. It's still snow. Why? You guys see anything? Am I missing September 8th? Customize time of day. Well, that shouldn't matter. I mean, that's all. But if we change the weather, download real weather, manually enter. Maybe it's still, you know what? It might, no. 65, airport temperature. Done. Apply changes. Wow, this is awesome. It's snowy. I think I might have discovered a bug. This is going to, well, all right, whatever. We'll continue on. Let me try one other thing. This is kind of crazy. Download real weather. We're in Fahrenheit, 9.56 miles, 66 Fahrenheit temperature. What the hell, X-Plane? Yeah, that works like a turd in a punch bowl, doesn't it? Let's do something. Let's try exiting, quitting, and then I'll relaunch X-Plane and see maybe if it's just something that it's having a hard time loading the texture. So we'll go ahead and reload this. Good thing is it doesn't take as long to reload. It's going to take the whole... That car was crashing into us, wasn't he, Harry? I was on the road. I was on the road, Starship. That's true. All right, let's try new flight. Maybe we just... See, maybe this is something... Now, remember, with X-Plane 11, you didn't get seasons. That was the thing that really sucked about 11. Now, you could buy season packages, and it would fake it, sort of, in a way. But let's go ahead, download real weather, 61 Fahrenheit. Come on, X-Plane. Come on, give us some love here. General aviation confirmed, start flight. Might have to report a bug here, friends. This might suck, because if we can't... Let's see what happens. Well, so it says initialization. I'll see that at the bottom, right? Yeah. Let's see. So there you can see, yeah, we're definitely using Vulkan. The X-Plane 11, it didn't start you on the highway. Yeah, it's an improvement. Or actually, it's backwards, right, Blando? We've gone backwards. We now start on the highway. Okay, now I said that it doesn't. This might be a good sign, though, friends, if it takes longer to load it, because maybe it's actually loading the right ground textures. And again, that's the thing. The other thing that it isn't as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator is it won't do your on-demand texture streaming. I think that's something that Asobo has done an incredible job, so you don't have to. There we go. There we go, friends. Yay! We got it. Okay, finally. Now we have, okay, so there's a bug. We had to reload the simulator for the textures to load, so I'll have to submit that to Asobo. They're probably already aware of it, I'm sure. But here we go. So now we're back to the current season. So obviously there's still some season work to do. But again, it's early access, so we're going to give, what I would say is keep in mind, how many bugs did Asobo and Microsoft have when they released Microsoft Flight Simulator? A lot. Of course, it was coming out totally out of the gate, and I'm sure they used code from FS10. I know they used code from FS10, but X-Plane, some of you might be thinking, oh yeah, great Symphonic, and I'm not like plugging this simulator, by the way. I'm just saying this is what it is. I'm not saying it's better or worse than well, I might say a few things that I'd like better about Microsoft Flight Simulator than this. I think I already said that. But the thing is like some of you might be thinking this, and I know there's been some posts out there in forums. Well, this is basically X-Plane 11.9, right? But they have made improvements, and we're going to get into that. The 3D water. Can we do this? Let's check out the 3D water. And so let's go into config. Watch me flop this up here. Let's go to windy. We do windy? If we do, let's go to convective. Let's check. Some of you wanted to check out the clouds, right? Okay, there's your clouds. There's your volumetric clouds. As you can see, it's still performing well. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely better than X-Plane 11, right? Thing I always hated about X-Plane 11 is if you went down here, and any of you notice this? I had active sky in X-Plane 11. What really annoyed the shit out of me is if you would look out, and I don't know, is this kind of happening here? But if you looked out to where the Earth meets the horizon, you would see this blank blue sky area. It looks like it's somewhat better, and there's kind of this weird, it's almost like a fuzzy, you guys, can you see that in the stream? Some fuzziness going on, but you can see the lightning. Lightning's kind of, yeah, okay. I think I've seen better lighting, or lightning, not lighting, the lighting has improved, but I've seen better lightning probably in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2002. But anyway, I died. 2004. There wasn't a was there a 2002? There was a 2004. But anyway, now one of the other things too you can notice is, so Laminar Research, of course, founded by, anyone want to guess? Who founded Laminar Research? Who was the founder of X-Plane? Anybody want to put it in chat? And here comes the snow again, Harry. Lando, it's more real, Symphonic. You got to drive the airport before you take off. It was 2000. There was a 2002. Okay, thank you. Yes, 2002. I've probably seen as good lightning as in 2002. Austin Meyer, exactly, Harry. So Austin actually graduated from the same university that I actually worked for, and so years ago. So hats off to Austin. I mean, he got us, I shouldn't just say Austin and the Laminar research team, right? They got us through when Microsoft decided to kick the can on Flight Simulator. Thank God they came back. But one of the things that they have not done is you notice there isn't the Shark AI, the photogrammetry, with the buildings and stuff. So where that is maybe a little bit better is you're going to have crisper buildings when you look through here. Now, obviously, we have third-party scenery programs that we can pick up, but we got to pay for. We all know that with Microsoft Flight Simulator, they come out with world updates, and they do hand paint and do more care for some of the cities or countries that they do the updates for, where you have the cities that are more crisp and clear with those sceneries or the world updates. But you're going to find this all the way throughout the scenery, and you're going to find this auto-gen, and the auto-gen is just simply all these buildings. Okay, so what are the advantages of this? It's crisp and clean, right? You don't have these weird artifacts. It's How many of you notice when you're flying a Microsoft Flight Simulator? Again, I'm not knocking Microsoft Flight Simulator. I actually prefer the scenery in Microsoft Flight Simulator as opposed to this. But it's almost like you're in a war zone, like you're flying through a country or a town, and it's like it's been bombed, right? We've all seen that. And that's just because of how the Black Shark AI works. The buildings are, from a distance they look good, and they look like, oh, that's kind of like, looks like downtown Des Moines or maybe Boston. But what the one downside of it is when you get up close, the buildings look like shit. I mean, honestly, they don't look very good. Where here you have that more crispness, but I mean, it's all just the same stuff, right? And well, with X-Plane, you're going to have the same thing with X-Plane 12 as you do with the Sobo. There's going to be third-party vendors that are going to come out with hand-painted scenery packages that they're going to have replicated the entire city or the area that you buy. But this, again, is all the default stuff. So I just want to make it, oh, there's some rain. See that, friends? There's rain. Can you all hear it? Do I need to turn it up? Listen to that. Now, see, this is that soundscape, and I think that's one of the things that X-Plane is definitely improved on with 12 and 11. And quite frankly, I might have to say, and I don't have enough experience to make this judgment yet, but I think maybe some of the sounds within X-Plane 12 in many ways are actually, in fact, better than Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can almost hear, like, maybe there's a little bit of hail. Can everybody hear that all right? Yeah, no wipers on the Cessna. That's right. We have to use air, right, John, to get the water off our windshield. We need to get momentum going. ASUS down says, okay, that's not right. It's raining through the wing, so it's dripping down the side windows. Yeah, that's true. Good catch there, ASUS. Good catch. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But you know what? But any of you notice, like with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I mean, I can't help but compare, and I think a lot of you are here and you want to compare it. There's everybody's flying Microsoft Flight Simulator now, right? Not everyone, I know, but most people. But it's almost like within Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's like you don't have enough rain effect. It's almost like, when it's snowing, there's improvements there as well. So, but I do think the sound, y'all hear that? I got to do a sound check. Let me check something. I want to make sure this is coming through. Oh yeah, you all can hear that. But so that's kind of cool. But like this, let's see if we go over to oh shit, how do I go forward? Can I do control? How do I move forward? See, I'm used to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I have the drone view, and now I don't remember how the hell do I move forward. Let's check. Let's go to keyboard. Maybe somebody knows. TNT Simulate says the water drops, the puddle are cool. Yeah, those are cool. Forward one step at a time. Good deal. Let's see. How do I move forward? Quick look view tools. Change view mode. I don't want to do that, but let's just see if this tells us. Track weapon. Ooh, track weapon. Yeah, that's the other thing, too. There's an F-14 in this, right, friends? We might have to check that out. Manipulate view. Here we go. Move view backwards fast. Okay, here we go. This is looking promising. Move view backward, down, forward fast. Shift plus period. Let's see if that'll work. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's see if and here's your 3D water. Now, if it wasn't raining so damn hard, you could probably hear some of the waves. We can't hear that right now because we have the rain going. I do love the soundscape, though. I think the sounds are pretty incredible within X-Plane. All right, let's hop into the Cessna, friends, and let's get this party started. Some of you might be wondering about the LED lights. I don't know. Let's see if these work out of the box. I did not look on Honeycomb's site to see if there's an update for those, but let's go ahead and do battery. And actually, see the LED lights aren't working on the Bravo right now. I think we're all used to the issues with the LED lights in the damn Bravo. Hopefully Honeycomb gets that resolved, or the Sobo, or X-Plane for that matter. Let's go ahead and turn the beacon on. The other thing I like about this, like I'm flipping the alpha controls, and notice the switches go right away. It's not like the slow, annoying animated slowness of a switch going up or down like it is in Microsoft Flight Simulator. That drives me crazy. So I do like that. Again, I'm not knocking Microsoft Flight Simulator, but there are things that I think X-Plane's better at. Some of these switch animations I actually prefer. All right, so we've got our nav light and our beacon. Let's go ahead and, so all this stuff works with the magneto switches. We can go ahead and go get our mixture in. Clear. There we go. Now notice the rain effect here. Oh shit. I didn't check to make sure my parking brake was on. But notice that the rain over the windshield is actually flowing with that wind going across our airframe and our windshield here from the prop being started. We have so much rain going on, we might have to go to an area that isn't raining so you can hear the sound of the aircraft and that. Another thing I want to point out here is, notice it says the directional gyro is not aligned. Now, here's something I want to mention here quick, friends. And let me do a pause here so we don't have all that sound. What I'm going to say here in just a minute is I felt this way since Microsoft Flight Simulator came out and X-Plane 11 has been out. So this X-Plane 12 is not for everyone. I think if you're a casual simmer, if you are new to flight simming, or maybe not even just new to flight simming, but you're just like, you want to just jump in and you want to see stuff. You want to look around. Microsoft Flight Simulator, bar none, is going to be your simulator of choice, right? But if you are training to become a real pilot, if you want a little bit additional realism with the flight dynamics and the flight modeling and all that, X-Plane 12 or X-Plane 11 even is going to be your flight sim. Now, even with that being said, Asobo, I'm probably going to catch grief here, but Asobo has made a lot of strides. I think Asobo is getting there. I won't say that they're close. I think some of the third-party aircraft are getting there and are getting closer. But there's still room for improvement, a lot of room for improvement. And like ASUS, like I mentioned to you, you've never had X-Plane and you picked up 12. You're going to notice, or maybe you already have, as soon as you get in, you may be overcorrecting. One of the things that I've noticed when flying in Asobo and Microsoft Flight Simulator is it's a little sluggish, it's a little mushy, it's a little bit delayed. Okay, you can update the sensitivity, or increase the sensitivity rather, on maybe your ailerons, your yaw, your banking, your roll, all that stuff. But it's still a little bit behind the curve, if that makes sense, friends. X-Plane, you're going to have responsiveness like immediately. For example, let's go back into this aircraft and let's take a look at, now, you can't really, well, here. Now, hold on. Let me change my Bravo camera so you can see my alpha flight controls right there. Sorry about my gams. But now watch, over here you got, how do? So I'll try to stay out of the way. So with the, look at how responsive, even the animation within the flight controls are like immediate. When you're, and many of you that are flying Microsoft Flight Simulator, you notice this, when you're doing this, how many of it where you're like, okay, I'm going to do like real time this, and then like, I'm going to simulate in Asobo or Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's kind of going like this, right? It's that delay. And if I go right, it's kind of like, so let's say in real time, I'm going like this with my yoke, but in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's kind of going like this. So, and you're going to find that, now that's an animation thing, that isn't necessarily an input that reflects into the flight model and your responsiveness within Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's an animation thing, I know. But what I'm trying to say is, you're going to have that same feeling within X-Plane 12, that there's a lot more responsiveness, and it's not going to feel as mushy. It's not going to feel as much on the rails. It's definitely going to feel more realistic. God, Harry, God, please be wearing socks tonight. I'm not wearing socks, Harry. I am not. That's awesome, man. Bruton says 98 minutes. Yes. Oh, this is just, we're just checking the sim out. Bruton, we don't have any like set flight plan tonight, right? This is just checking over things. But I know you had to say it. I do, my friend. I do. Bat 1 and avionics is the other master. Yes, sir. So again, good point. I need to turn on the rest of the stuff. But even the sounds within the cockpit sound pretty damn good. So let's go ahead and I am not going to follow proper procedures. We're just checking this out. But again, the directional gyro, just in like real life, you want to like look at your compass, right? And you want to match your directional gyro or your heading indicator, your HSI, our situational indicator. So we're at 3.1, just like about 319. So now notice if we go down here, our HSI is actually off. It's at like 75. So we need to get that matched with our compass. So we need to go at about 319. And like ASUS, you can say this, and the rest of you that are real pilots, you actually have to do this in the real aircraft. So you want to set that, and it might kind of tell us. What did I say? 319, 310. We go about right there. So that's probably pretty close. So now it says directional gyro is not aligned. The directional gyro is not aligned. Okay. Now it should be. Get off my screen. That should be right? 319. Did I get that right, guys? I think that's pretty close. A couple notches over. There we go. So you want to set that. Okay, I know you guys all been waiting for it. You've been so patient. Appreciate you. We're gonna go ahead and let's start rolling here. Oh, better put in our text light. There we go. But as you can see, it actually is performing really well, right? I mean, it's performing well. By the way, I have no clue where I'm going. I haven't studied the airport diagram. Now, I have flown out of Boston Logan before, so now we got our runway over here. But the other thing is, like, notice I'm kind of going all over. You'll notice when you're doing the flare and you're going to do the rollout and landing, definitely really responsive. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what this rain effect does, guys, when we get out, guys and gals. We got landing light on, taxi off, strobes on, so let's take a look at how that looks. Looks pretty damn good. Listen to that sound. We got the rain going off there. Okay, let's go ahead and take off. Let's take this for a quick spin. So I probably should check on what... Anybody have the altimeter? John, I bet you have the altimeter setting for Boston. Anybody want to look that up for me, please? I can't just hit the fast B. There probably is a fast button to set the altimeter to what the real weather is, like a Microsoft Flight Simulator. But yes, I could tune ATIS, but I'm being lazy, ASUS. Okay, so here's I want to show this too. Like if we go out here, that's not too bad. Let's. I want to show you something on these lights that I've noticed. Shift. Period. That's not horrible. Let's just seem like the starbursts are a little... All right, ATIS, yeah, okay, fine. I suppose I'll show that. ASUS, let's go to ATIS. And so we're gonna go up here. Notice there's a little headset. So if we go here, and we can go to the headset here, Boston, Logan, ATIS, here we go. So if we go here, 135. So if we go over here, why isn't this guy on? So let's go 135. And this one. This was working yesterday. Why isn't this working? It was working yesterday, so is this lower one. I don't know why that's not working right now. Close that. That's kind of cheesy. So it's buggy. That was working yesterday, but right now for some reason I can't. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'm being dumb. Here we go. 135. If I'd be on the right one, that'd probably work. My bad. Not a bug. All right, let's see if this tunes in. Now let's switch it. Say no, listen for a second. Hello? MSFS Hanger, welcome to the stream. 2997, thank you, John. The fudge. Why is this not turning on, friends? That's weird. That was working yesterday. I don't know why that's not. Let me see if I can do auto tune. That's why we're here. We're just kind of checking it out. If we do auto tune recommended frequencies, let's see if that'll work. For some reason that's not. Why is that saying 2.9 or 9 or 2? All right. Well, we're gonna go with that. 2.9 or 9 or 7. Probably is 2.9 or 9 or 2 though. Is that not working? Because we're basically at sea level, right? Well, I can stall it. All right, here we go. Screw it. Parking brakes off. Let's take this for a quick pattern. Let's see, we're on runway 15. Oh, the other thing too is, and you can set this in the controls, but it's like backwards. So those of you that are like panning your views with, like you do in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's like it's backwards when you're using your mouse. There we go. So I'm going to be kind of peppering. But you can see it's got turbulence. I'm not touching the yoke at all. So we've got our turbulence. So you can tell that that's, we're getting rocked around as we would suspect when we've got convective weather around us. And so that's looking pretty good. And there you go. Since we don't have windshield, since we don't have, well, yeah, windshield wipers, we've got the rain blowing off now. So we have our virtual wipers here. Let's go ahead and find about 1,000. We'll go ahead and start. We'll do a left. I don't know if runway 15 is left. ASUS probably knows it. He's from around the Boston area. Not quite, but northeast anyway. Right? I should see if Track IR works. Let's see if Track IR works, friends. Let me pause this for a second, because I haven't set Track IR yet. You're all going, God dang it, would you just fly it? Let's see, enable Track IR. Let's see, there we go. Yep, Track IR works. There we go. Let's do that. And resume. So there you go, ASUS. What the? Oh, because I clicked on here. There we go. That's another thing's kind of cool. The Track IR does feel, for those of you who have it, it's not quite as quick. It's a little smoother. I'm guessing you could probably set that, change that setting there. I'm flying, look at this downdraft we're in. Holy shnikes. Of course, I picked convective weather to do the second time I do a pattern. Pattern work here, right? But so again, what I would suggest, and I'll conclude this live stream later on tonight with some final thoughts on this. But definitely, oh, hear that thunder? Go hear that thunder? Pretty cool. But yeah, if you want a little more realistic flight model, especially with your default aircraft. X-Plane's definitely going to give you that feel. 20 miles, Kyle says. John's trippy. Yeah, Alan, I agree. The sounds, I think the sounds, I mean, they've definitely got great sounds, buddy. Definitely. Now I can start our descent here. See, it's a little bit slow. I mean, like, that's the one thing. It's a little bit slow. Jesus. Oh, here it is. That's why that wasn't working. That's another thing to point out. If you have the Alpha flight controls, both avionics switches, the bus 1 and bus 2, the bus 2 doesn't work. So you just saw I manually did that. That's why the secondary GPS wasn't working. Jeez, what am I doing? I'm getting downdrafts and updrafts and everything in between. All right, I might have to turn Track IR off because I gotta tweak that because it's driving me nuts. There was a little bit of stuttering there. Did you see it? Yeah, exactly, John. Definitely. I'm getting an updraft. Just a trim. Got second flaps. Yeah, we're getting major updraft right now. Did you see that in the VSI? Holy shnikes. So that's simulated pretty well. Figure if we're in some convective, you hear that thunder again. I'm getting a lot of updrafts and downdrafts right now. No, I'm not really this bad. Now look, check that out. More rain here. Did you see the rain density increase there, friends? Now normally if you had weather like this, you probably wouldn't want to go full flaps, right? In real life, you probably only want to have 2 notches of flaps at most. Just because of all the wind shear and turbulence, updrafts and downdrafts. Probably we'll just leave 2 notches in since we're doing such a, and we're going to crab in here. So you notice the crab effect here is working pretty well. We're going to continue crabbing in. And I mean, geez, look at that. See that, again, it feels, I feel like I'm flying for real. Honestly, more than I do with it. And again, nothing against Microsoft Flight Simulator. I like Microsoft Flight Simulator overall better so far, but again, with the flight dynamics and the flight modeling, you want to, if you're trained to be a real pilot, I would definitely right now be in here. Because like, look at us crab in. We've got a lot of wind coming over. We're gonna have to get our right wheel down here, and then we're gonna pull this out. We're gonna get our right wheel down, and then we're gonna flare. Oh shit! There we go. Not too bad. But look at how it's squirrely as shit. That's the thing. When you get done landing, it's, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is definitely more forgiving. We got it though, friends. All right, there we go. So let's see. So there you have it. So I'm gonna disable track IR because this is gonna make me go silly. Silly, friends, silly. But we got her down. Let's go ahead and turn off the controls, general. Where was that at? There it is. Disable track IR for now, because I'm gonna have to tweak track IR. But anyway, there we have it. All right. So anybody want to call out the next airport, and maybe we can change planes as well. Actually, what I'd like to do is let you all hear the Cessnas. I know you heard them, but with all the rain and stuff getting in the way, you might want to try that. What FPS are you getting? That's a good question. I've got to be getting at least 40, maybe 50 some FPS. I'm pretty sure there is a way to turn on the FPS counter. Seattle, thank you, ASUS. Let's go to Seattle. That's right. Blando said Seattle. We'll see. Hold on to that thought. Hold on to that thought on the what frame rates are we getting, because we'll see if we can't bring that up. I think it has an in-game way to do that. So let's go to Seattle. And let's check out, there's no general aviation. Let's just go to the, what? Okay, here. I think isn't the general aviation, there's some hangars and stuff up here, I think. Let's go here. Confirm. Let's start new flight. Let's check that out. Not get caught up. KSFI, okay, low tech. We'll keep that in mind. Or KBFI, I'm sorry. KBFI, which one's KBFI? That looks familiar to me. I just don't remember. Who asked the FPS question? Was that you, Low Tech? Remember, John Franco, do you have the KGRK? That's the airfield, my neck of the woods. Keep that in mind. ASUS, help me keep this, and Blando, help me keep these in line so I don't miss out on the suggestions here from everyone while this loads. So it takes some time to load, but I might throw in some jazz. Let's throw some background jazz. I'll turn the music off or down to be really low because I want you all to be able to hear the sounds. Because I think the sounds really... Seriously, it's not raining here. For God's sakes, right? Oh, it probably is. It is Seattle. Right? I mean, it is Seattle. Oh, I had it convective still. Let's go to a nice... We'll do VFR. Let's do few clouds. Apply that. There we go. And here is Seattle, friends. Blando, here's Seattle for you, buddy. Let's take a look at that. So, you know, and they have, actually, they've hand painted, I think, some of these. I mean, that does look like Seattle. and they normally do that. Seattle is like, remember it used to be with like X-Plane 11 and 10, I think, for the demo version. You're in the Seattle area, but now with 12, they've done Portland. But like if we go here, you know, we're not gonna see. There's no terminal area now. Again, I'm sure there'll be third-party scenery packages that will have it. We got a little tram over there, friends. Look at that. And the other thing I like about this is the real traffic. I call it real traffic, but it has nice traffic. The animated vehicles adds a little bit to the immersion. There is a traffic package for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I do have it. It's by Latin VFR. I can't remember. Is it Global Traffic? I think it's called Global Traffic. You can see Seattle over there off in the distance. And so here's your Seattle Blando. One of the other things too that I've noticed that I really like, I do like the textures that they have on the runways. The runway textures I think are pretty darn good. I think they're better. Like this is a default airport, right? I do think that in some ways the runways are better than the default runways with the Microsoft Flight Simulator, but that's about it in terms of scenery. Again, Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to beat the shit out of X-Plane 12 with the scenery overall. We all know that. Kyle says you can fly to it. That's right. I never can remember what's that mountain. What's that mountain, friends, in Seattle? Not Mount McKinley. Damn, is that it? No, that's not it. Brain's not working. Is that it? Maybe that is it. I don't know. So anyway, but yeah, I think the runway textures, the default ones are pretty good. A little blocky here, and that I've seen that before in other simulators as well. Frame rates. Does anybody know the command? Let's do this. I think we can do a search. We want to do FPS. I think Low Tech asked about what FPS am I getting. How do I remember? Let's see, data output. Frame rate. There we go. Show in cockpit data graph window. There we go. Wow. Boy, I got lucky with that one, Low Tech. Right now, I'm getting 32 frames. 32 frames. I don't know if you can see that up here, but we're getting, it's 29 and 30. Now, again, keep in mind that the frames are pretty high. Or, I mean, the textures, and so we're getting 29 frames per second right now, is what that's saying. 29. Now let's go into the cockpit. Let's see what we're getting there. Now we're getting like 30 to 31. So that, when I'm flipping here, is that too small to see? Yeah, that's pretty small. I don't know if you can read that. So right now that's at 28 and 27. When I'm looking forward, I'm about at third, going between 29 and 31. Now please keep in mind if we, I think I was getting, well of course when I was flying in Ames and Des Moines, Seattle's, it's gonna have more textures here. So this, obviously it's gonna be more, the graphic settings are going to be more robust. But here, see, we got texture quality at maximum. If we drag that down, maybe we turn down our rendering resolution or the super sampling and change maybe our clouds and shadows and stuff, it might be better. But I'll tell you, definitely, bar none, the performance of this simulator is better than 11. It's probably not, it's not going to be as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator. But again, keep in mind, this is early access. Seattle to BFI. We got to have a flight at each airport. Okay, so I'm gonna. Can you all see that? I might turn that frame rate counter just because it's kind of distracting. I mean, I can leave it on, I suppose. Mount Rainier, thank you, Silva. Mount Rainier. Okay. Seattle to BFI. How far is that? Oh, I guess we could find out. We go over here and program this bad boy. That'll drain the battery. Let's go direct. A, B, F. Enter. Oh, distance 5.7. Should we do a different aircraft to that? We'll fly that. Should we do a different aircraft to do? Let's do that. What aircraft should we fly? Let's not get too silly. Oh, and this, by the way, of course, gliders, Kyle, and helicopters. Now, we do have that within Microsoft Flight Simulator, but this is definitely going to be the airfoils and that, and the rotors are going to be probably more accurate at this point, I would assume. What aircraft do we want to do, friends? Let's try the, well, the Super Cup might be kind of slow. Let's try the Cirrus. Hey, look at that! Lowtech 420 says the Cirrus. And I have a sixth sense, Lowtech. I was reading your mind, my friend. All right, we'll do the Cirrus, everyone. Thank you for the 27 likes. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for that. Again, this is a casual, just a mellow stream. Again, appreciate y'all sticking around when I had to go save my wife and kids and the car wouldn't start. So that's really touching, actually. I've got to tell you, to be honest. Let's go back to the output. Let's turn the frame rate counter off for now. And holy shnikes. I do kind of like that, though. If you click on that, you can have it. That's kind of a nice touch. It's got everything on here. See if I can get this thing started. All right. Clear. I don't know if I have to turn on like a bunch of the. I'm not that familiar with the Cirrus, so I don't know. Let's try to see if we can get it started just doing this. Beacon on, nav light on. Oh, where's the fuel? Oh, there we go. Now we're golden. Again, let me turn the music off so we can hear the sounds. Clement, do you know yet if there's multiplayer so we can see each other? You know, Ace has asked that, Alan, and I don't believe so. If you want to do multiplayer, I'm not 100% sure. If you're on a LAN, of course, how many of you are old enough to remember the old LAN party days? I know some of us are. If you're in the same LAN, then it's really easy. But across the internet, you got to use things, at least I think this is true at 12, it's definitely true at 11. You got to use things like X-Squawk-Box. There's like Pilot Edge, a VATSIM that comes with some of the things. Unfortunately for that, and I'm glad you asked that, Alan, because I wanted to cover that as well. The multiplayer piece, now I'm not 100% sure on this. I haven't tried it out and I haven't researched enough on X-Plane 12, but I have a feeling it's going to be the same way, where you have to download and install a third-party application to do multiplayer over the internet. And that's one of the downsides. So like Microsoft Flight Simulators, you know, it's all cool because we could all fly together. And now maybe they did change that with 12, or maybe they have something coming out where they're going to change that. But in any case, can I turn, what's going on? I can't move. Oh, here we go. But great question. Great question, Alan. All right. There we go. And I suppose I better, good God. Let's go ahead and get this set. So, PDI, and I want to set direct to, there we go, KBI, right? Holy shnikes. KBI. Okay. Was it BFI, right? ABFI, right? Yeah. I will take this one for a quick spin. Let's check this out. Activate. All right. There we go. Okay. And we're not going to dick with reality right now, right? We're not going to like check ATIS and all that fun stuff. We're just going to... For some reason, my directional, like my... What's that? That's kind of odd. There it goes. It's like I wasn't able to turn right there for a moment. It's weird. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to tweak the track IR settings for sure. And, you know, some of the views where you mappings and stuff are actually a little closer to X-Plane 12 with Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I like because, you know, I remember when I was making the transition, and many of you probably had this too, when you made the transition from X-Plane, for those of you that were using X-Plane, over to Microsoft Flight Simulator, it was kind of like, what? Everything seemed to be bass backwards a little bit there, but... All right, we're just gonna get ourselves going. Check and make sure we don't have any traffic, and we don't. And let's get this part. For some reason, my nose wheel steer. Maybe is there a nose wheel steering pin for this thing? Like, is there a setting? Because I'm doing a lot of right rudder and I'm not turning. I'm guessing there's a nose wheel. I don't have NWS enabled or something. So I got to use my brakes. Anybody know who's familiar with the Cirrus? Here we go. Airspeed's alive. All right, rotate here. So again, I mean, you got the graphics set pretty high. Pretty nose high heavy. Let's go ahead and take a look at our scenery here. So again, not bad. I mean, you know, you know, the thing that they did improve was on the vegetation. Cirrus does have NWS. Thank you, Kyle. Thank God, because it's like either that or it wasn't working. I wonder where that switch is. Don't need to worry about it now. We're airborne, I guess. But in any case, yeah. So again, the scenery, like they do the vegetation improvements, right? But you know, obviously, you want to see. I mean, okay, I will say this: X-Plane 12 is definitely better than X-Plane 11 when it comes to scenery. They have improved it, as you can see. But again, let's not kid ourselves. It's not going to be as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you know. But again, Microsoft Flight Simulator with the Sobo team, they have multiple teams. You know, Black Shark AI and obviously Asobo and all the other devs that they partnered with. They've got a lot of developers that are, they've got all the money in the world to throw at it, right? So, and let's give credit where credit's due. Microsoft Flight Simulator is a fantastic simulator. I don't think any of us are going to argue it. Here we have some stuttering. But see, this is all that auto-gen shit. And so this is the thing, you know, it's like, okay, if you want eye candy, Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you want more realistic flight model, especially with the default aircraft within the Flight Simulator, X-Plane 12. If you're training to become a real pilot and you're going to do instrument approaches in that, I think you're still going to be better off. Good God, I'm already way up here. You're going to want to go Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm already going to fly over KBFI. That came up fast. Good suggestion, low tech. So let's go ahead. We'll overfly the field here. Good recommendation, my friend. Let's go ahead and land on 14 left. Ace down to some fanatics, so I'm presuming you would not bother trying to see my house like so many did. Exactly. I mean, you're just not going to see it. You're not. Now, the things you're going to see the roadways, right? The roadways are going to be pretty true to life. You're going to see the water and the streams. You know, your basic big landmark types. But yeah, exactly, Aces. When you get down to the building structures, yeah, you don't, like Aces mentioned, you're not going to expect, or you shouldn't expect to see your house. You're not going to see it. Like 2 notches of flaps on this bird. I can see my island. But again, I think the soundscapes, the engine sounds, I think all of that stuff is. I'm obviously really low. I mean, I would never be this low in real life. Obviously, there's a lot of terrain down there. But this, ooh, look at those power lines. That's pretty cool. We should test running into the power lines and see if we crash. I suppose we would. I'm good at doing that kind of stuff. So a little bit of trivia for all of you. Maybe not trivia, but like informational. So Why? So does anybody? I'm going to do trivia. Does anybody know what got Austin Meyer, the founder of X-Plane? Look at, I overshot 14 left. Beautiful flying there, SimFanatic. Can anybody tell me? Oh, we'll have to talk about the flyby view, of course. That's pretty sweet. What got Austin Meyer interested in developing X-Plane? Does anybody know the reason that he started with X-Plane? Anyone? I'm not going to look at chat yet because I'm trying to get this thing landed without crashing. But I mean, it does. I mean, like the landings and the rollouts and the flares, they just feel. There we go. Anybody know? Anyone to take a guess? He was training for his PPL. That is extremely close, Harry. That is extremely close. He was actually training for his instrument rating, his CFI, and so he wanted a Bueller. He wanted a way to practice his instrument approaches, and yep, exactly, Kyle. IR. He was working on his. I said CFI. I meant instrument rating. Yeah, he was working on his instrument rating, and just like there were no simulators out there that were really well designed for that. So that should tell you something, right? And he was actually the one that came up with the vector in treating each airfoil, like every wing. Even your propellers, because everybody, I mean, well, probably not everybody knows this, but your propeller is basically an airfoil, and it just spins and it generates your thrust. I'm probably stating a lot of the obvious, many already know, but yeah, so he wanted it to be more a way to practice his instrument approaches, so he developed X-Plane. That's exactly right, Kyle. So pretty cool. Yeah, exactly, Don. He was training for instrument rating. Yes, exactly right. Okay. So, what do you guys think so far? What do you guys think of X-Plane 12 so far? There's some other things we're going to obviously check out. Let's go ahead. What was the next airport? Somebody was thought as a spinning wing. Exactly, ASUS. What's the ASUS or Blando? Maybe Silva Killer. What's the next one? What's the next? Who meant there was another airport somebody mentioned? I think this is gonna be a good. I am thirsty. I am really thirsty, and I don't mean like for booze. I'm just thirsty. I did some biking today, and I got a kind of a funny story. ASUS, the couch almost got me tonight. Actually, the couch did get me. I got a funny story about that. John Franco said KGRK. Kyle says KPOC, KMIA. Wow, geez, look at this. Okay, I got to make a note because I'll lose it when it gets shifted up top. So let's see. We'll go ahead and do. KGRK for John, then Kyle will do KPOC, and then Silva Killer will do KMIA. Kyle, KPOC for GA, okay. So let's go over to KGRK. What's KGRK? That one sounds familiar too, and that's not ringing a bell with me. I'll load that. Let's all go do a quick bio break and grab a drink. Again, thank you so much, friends, for joining tonight. I think this is fun. This is just kind of like chilling out with SimFanatic, right? It's having a casual conversation as we check out X-Plane 12. I think this is kind of fun. Hippie J, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, Hippie J. Says, sup, y'all? Nice day to fly. Absolutely, man. Welcome to the live stream. We're checking out X-Plane 12 together. I'm trying to watch chat as best as I can, but we're taking in some of the good, the bad, and the ugly on the X-Plane 12. And some of the pros, cons, some differences between it, Microsoft Flight Simulator, where it's not as good, and other places where it's actually it's better, in my opinion. Again, I'm a Microsoft Flight Simulator fan, friends, so don't worry. I'm not going to switch over to X-Plane 12 and just start live streaming constantly in X-Plane 12. I'm just going to get that out right now, so don't worry. But let's go ahead and, yeah, Low Tech, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Cavex. Oh, yeah, Cavex. That's a good one. Let me add that to the list here. Cavex. I love I got Cavex, as many of you know, I have Cavex and MSFS, the add-on scenery. That one's a beautiful package. I think they actually included Cavex with the last World Update, if I'm not mistaken. So first up, we are going to go to KGRK that John Franco requested. So let me get that started. Robert Gray Air. Oh, cool. Okay, I guess I can see why you mentioned this one, John. So let's see. Should we do the Let's find the, oh look, we have the F14 Tomcat and the F4 Phantom. Let's try the Tomcat. What do we have for liveries? See your different liveries here. Somebody cue that Kenny Loggins music. Cue up that danger zone. Let's go ahead and we'll try this. Although I don't have my control set for a jet engine, but we'll try to fake it here. All right, friends, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water and probably another orange whip. I'd recommend you do the same. I'll be back in about 2 to 3 minutes. I'll try to make this fast and be right back, friends. All right, friends, back with you. Thanks for sticking around. Did everybody get a bio break in? A little refresher? Oh, yeah. Love the Lounge Lizards tunes. The smoking a little bluesy. Exactly, Hippie J. We're grooving it tonight, my friend. Little Lex playing 12. We're gonna jump into the Tomcat. I have no idea how to get this thing started. Let's take a look at the texture work on this thing. Again, these are default aircraft. So you can turn down the music. These are the default aircraft, friends. We've got a few liveries that come with it. Look, we got some Sidewinders, the AIM 120. Look at that. We even have the AGMs below. A couple extra fuel tanks on this bird. Yeah, baby. It's time to get this Maverick aircraft going here. No pilots in here though, right now. I think we have a Control E. This is a perfect one, right, John Franco? We got Air Force Base here. We can, let's see here. Let me go to, let's go back to the controls, because I gotta make sure I've got these mapped to just thrust. Because I'm not gonna switch out my Bravo, so again, I've got the Bravo throttle quadrant here. I don't wanna, I could reconfigure this, but we're just doing the casual, let's check out the sim, so I'm not even gonna change it. But let's go to joystick, Bravo. Oh good, I have throttle, so not like throttle 1 and stuff. I think we're good there. Oh, I was gonna check to see, I think it's Control E, or am I thinking of, I might be thinking of Microsoft Flight Simulator, but let's see if I can search. I do like the search as well. Search commands. Let's do engine. Well, let's try auto. Let's do auto start. Control. Fuel, de-ice, basics. Probably under engine. Is there an engine? GPS indicator. Autopilot. That's the other thing. Very robust. Not that Microsoft Flight Simulator isn't. It's very robust in the controls too. I do think I like the controls better on Essentials. Maybe it's under Essentials. Engines. Here we go. Data. They're like an auto start. Starters. Engine starter, ignition start. No, I don't want that. The hell is it? Let's do search for start, maybe? Basics. Engage starters, F19. There's gotta be like an auto start, right? Oh, here it is. Auto start engines to running real time. Shift Control E. Shift Control E. This works. Yep, I hear it going. Backwards. Nobody's gonna mess with us, SimFans. We're fully equipped now. There they come live. Don't see any. We don't have any lights. Nothing. Got tail hook too. Oh yeah, okay, I don't have a HUD or anything. Oh, there we go. We'll get it figured out. All right, disco. Oh, see, now I don't, and you can set your, shit, what was it? Screw it, we'll just go with it. Oh, it's doing the test. Look at that, flight control test. I'm not doing that, by the way. It's probably still in the process of starting up, and I'm already taxiing. You know, friends, I so want to start the Kenny Loggins Danger Zone. Kyle, I think I saw that in chat. You actually ran a camera at a concert. Did I see that right? Ace is down. Let's see. Shifty and MSFS, yeah. So we're a control shifty here. Pretty close. Hippie J, love the. I already read that one, didn't I? Down Frank. That's cool. Building terminal at 6 gates. Don, how's it going, by the way? I don't think I called you out, Don. My apologies. Don, it's great that you're here. Don C, can lean forward, hood, Texas John. Cool. Just better watch where I'm going. I'm reading the chat here. That checkerboard water tower, I know that location well. Did they have it here? Is that? So, you know, I don't know how, you know, accurate we're on. So for those of you that want to know how to set your mappings for the views, I believe it's control, there's like default camera. If I do control 0, let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go, control 0, and I think it was control 1. So it's kind of similar to, I do like that they made this similar, so now I can, there we go, all right. I'm using my alpha controls to do my camera since I don't have track IR enabled right now. I'm definitely going to have to look into that and rotate and get that tweaked a bit with the track IR. If you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button. We are close to 30, friends. Thank you so much. We're at 28 already. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for joining me tonight and the rest of the SimFan family. We are a family, and yeah, I think this has been cool. We got going about an hour later than planned, but nonetheless, we are all here. Don't see reflections in the mirrors here. So those of you that, does anybody in here in the stream have Microsoft Flight Simulator with the F14, or I should ask it this way, the F14 for Microsoft Flight Simulator? I know in DCS I do have the F14, and these mirrors actually show reflections. Aces Down says, Simfanatic, we had 22 likes while you were rescuing your family. I know, that was awesome, man. And thank you all, because that was too cool. That was too cool. Let's go ahead and, why do I have, okay, what? That's kind of odd. Is that normal? Look at this quote, or is it kind of, do I need to calibrate this? Okay, if you want to, let's talk about calibrating your controls. We'll do that quick, because that seems odd. If we go to our controls here, we're going to go to alpha, and no, that looks fine. So I do like the calibration on the controls too, very responsive. In fact, some of you I talked about, I had to send my alpha flight controls, the original one I got from Honeycomb, back because the potentiometer in it was bad. And what I did, I took a video and I showed, because when I opened the ticket, I took a video and I sent it as an attachment. I went in here and I did a camera on my flight controls, and I was using X-Plane to show this rotation where it would I would be turning it, and it would like stop, and then I'd keep turning it, and then it would start going again. They're like, we know exactly what it is. Sped up that process of like, well, did you try this? Did you reinstall the software? No, they were absolutely cool about it. Anyway, let's go ahead. There we go, we got the afterburners! Let's go! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I feel like Tom Cruise already, friends. I did something here. G's gotta work. There it goes. I guess I need to map that on the Bravo. We're entering the danger zone, friends. Oh, and then we gotta do the flyby. This is what I love. Oh, did you guys see that? Oh, shit! Look at the vortices in that. Oh, that kick. Look at that. That's awesome, man. That's fucking cool. They're all just drag Simfanatic, right, Don? That's pretty tense. Look at, we got the wings set up, look at that. And the wings folded back automatically, just like it would in real life. This is a thing I miss with like, how do we not have flyby? Can we get this thing supersonic? We can get the supersonic, right? John Franco, just you blasted the residents of Covers Cove. Look at this thing. Full freaking afterburners, friends. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it about 5.6 seconds. Woohoo! SimFans going crazy. Oh, and the other thing too is let's don't fly fast in the X-plane loads, right? Exactly. Love Bitterford HD, welcome to the stream. I think you are a new one to chat at least. Appreciate you joining us. Let's go vertical. He's going vertical now. Let's go get him. And of course, this has the effects of we pull too many G's, we might black out, we might red out too. But let's see here. Dropping that speed right down, friends. The wings come out. That's pretty. And the sounds again. I think the sounds. Pretty kick-ass. Just tap the brakes, will fly right by. But as you can see, I mean, it's performing well. And again, I've got 3070 Ti, and there's your volumetric clouds, friends, right there. And okay, so I just gotta say this: for $60, like, let's just face it, like, you know, if nothing less, I would say. Stick with Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're going to continue to improve the flight, even though the flight modeling is better, especially the default aircraft for X-plane. Stick with Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're continuing to improve, and they will get there. And overall, it's, I mean, especially, I mean, you don't get more beautiful than Microsoft Flight Simulator. The multiplayer is better. Obviously, all those of you that are within the SimFan family, we do a lot of flying together in the live streams, and it's easy to multiplayer with that. But again, my point being is this is $60. We spent $70. What is PMDG 737? We spent what, 70? Is it $70, $75 for just one aircraft, and you get all of this. If nothing less, practice your instrument approaches in X-plane. Get it for that. Or even if you just want to feel, if you have never flown in real life before, and you want that added feel of what it really feels like when you're doing side slips to a landing, which we'll do here in a bit, or stalls, we'll do some stalls, but that's definitely going to feel more realistic. So if nothing less, pay $60 to support laminar research. I'd love to. So, I mean, competition is a good thing. I mean, you know, we know what's going to happen is, I hope, Asobo is going to be looking at this. You know, Laminar research team was looking at a Asobo product, and where can't we compete, and where can we compete? I mean, any kind of good business model is going to do that, right? And then do the things that you know you're going to do better, or that you can compete on. And the other areas that you know you can't compete, don't even go there. I think that Laminar Research knows that they can't compete with their server infrastructure, with the Xbox Live. They can't compete with all the data warehouse and storage, with all the streaming satellite data. So they didn't go there. You know, we're going to go with the autogen scenery. We're not going to try, but we're going to focus on the flight models. We're going to do what we do best. Competition is good, and so I would recommend supporting Laminar Research. It's $60. You can get in here and just have fun, but at the very least, have fun and feel the differences too. That's my opinion. Builder HD, MSFS is not really needed. Those guys aren't even able to offer a free demo. Well, you can actually, in reality, Left Builder HD, you can not get really a demo. If you don't have Xbox Game Pass, you can get Xbox Game Pass demo for $1 and kind of try it out there. But yeah, I mean, they don't have a free demo, but you can get kind of a demo for $1. But no, I get what you're saying. It's the ace is down, but again, if you're after training and want better flight modeling, then XP is the way to go for now. MSFS may catch up someday, but XP is MSSP in that area as of this state. Yeah, it really is. It really is a great sim for if you want to train up. I'm just kind of having fun flying this F-14, friends. I wonder if we can, it would be cool. Yeah, we can release weapons in this. Did you notice in the controls, you can release weapons? I have no idea where we're at, John. But yeah, I mean, like, look, this is all just... Now, here's the other thing, though, friends. At this altitude, we're at 31,000 feet, and like you're flying the commercial airliners at 31,000 feet. You can make this look every bit as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator. I want to make that very clear. It's going to take you some time. It's going to take you storage. And you definitely want to have no data caps if you want to do it. But you can do ortho for XP, and you can use the same satellite imagery. And so when you're at a high altitude like right now, you can make X-Plane look just as good as Microsoft Flight Simulator from a high altitude. It's probably not going to look as good. I mean, in terms of textures and satellite imagery. You can use Bing data with X-Plane. It's just, it's not really hard. You got to kind of, there's some hoops you got to go through to get it to work. But as some of you would join me when I was doing X-Plane 11, I did ortho for XP for all the United States, half of Canada, Alaska, all of Western Europe, and a few others, and I literally filled about 10 terabytes of disk. John Franco, it's Texas, flat, dry, desert-like, and usually invariably hot in summer. It's still about 90 degrees out there. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and load a different. This was fun, though. This was kind of fun. But as you can see, it's performs really well. I wonder if there's an ejection handle. There's got to be an ejection handle. What? What the hell is the ejection handle, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen? There's no, I mean, well, I guess Goose isn't going to break his neck on this one, right? So, freaking ejection handle. And there's definitely room for both. I've always said this in the past. As I was saying, like, pick up X-Plane and support Lamina Research. There is room on our hard drives, at least for most of us, for both simulators. And I've said that back in the X-Plane 11 days. I still would jump in just privately in X-Plane 11 from time to time. Truth be told, it has been a while. But I'm glad 12 is out. And again, this is early access, so I think there's room for both simulators, and I think each simulator has its pluses and minuses. And so again, for $60, I mean, like, if you're going to spend $60 on like a Xbox game, or on a again on an aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, why not spend $60 on X-Plane 12? That's my feeling. And just, if nothing less, just go in and play around, treat it as a sandbox even. All right, let's do that. Alan Cleveland says nose down to the ground. Let's do it. Let's go supersonic into the ground. Let's see what the crash effects are like. To be honest, Alan, I don't remember if I have crash turned on. Let's see. I might not even have. Watch it bounce. We'll go supersonic right into the ground. Here we go. Because we're screwing around. I think it would explode a little more than that, but there it is. You crashed. No shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. Ooh, okay, that was a good test, because this is really getting choppy now with the smoke effects. Let's see here. Let's continue. Let's see where we're at with the frames per second. Now I'm just curious. Data output frames. Oh, we're actually doing all right now. Maybe it was just when it was loading. Yeah, we're at 38 right now. All right. We gotta have some fun, right? I mean, we're just checking stuff out tonight, so that's good. I think you're burning oil in your exhaust. Exactly. Oh, so it's finally an intentional crash by me, right, friends? It's like not the usual common thing. We're one away from 30. Who's gonna put us at 30? Who's gonna put us at 30 likes? Somebody out there I think's gonna do it. Please put us at 30. Thank you all, by the way, for doing the likes. Appreciate you. Now you know. All right, so we're gonna load up another one. Let's see, I have a sheet here. So that was KGRK, John. Hopefully you appreciated that. KPOC, that was Kyle, I think, mentioned KPOC with General Aviation. So let's go to KPOC. Bracket Field, and Kyle, you mentioned General Aviation. Let's find another aircraft. What should we go in, Kyle? This was your pick. Kyle, you picked the General Aviation aircraft here. We've got the Beechcraft Baron 58. We got the King Air C90B. Got the Cessna Citation 10. I assume you probably meant prop. The 1B. PA-18, all right. I don't have the PA-18. Am I missing it? Oh, no, right here, Super Cup. All right, let's try that, Kyle. And they call Fort Hood the great place. All right, Kyle, we'll load up the PA-18 and we'll see what this bird has to offer. Hey, we're at 30, friends. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. So kind of you. I really appreciate you all sticking around. Thank you so much for your support. And I told my wife, I said, many of you are just hanging out and being super supportive, like, go family first, you know, go help your family, of course, right? That goes without saying. I wasn't gonna say, uh-oh, what just happened? Silva Killer, go dang it. Silva Killer, thank you so much. Friends, Silva Killer dropping the $20 dono and says, thank you for all your hard work. Silva Killer, thank you, man. Thank you, I do appreciate that. Thank you for that $20 dono, Silva Killer. Do appreciate you. Friends, drop a thank you in chat to Silva Killer because as you all know, I put that money right back into the channel so we can enjoy the different stuff that we fly around in, check out in. And so Silva, thanks again, man. Thank you so much. I am working on membership. I've got a couple icons that I've created. I got positive feedback from my moderators on them. I want to make them look very professional, so I'm taking my time on them. But that is coming. I'm pretty close. So rudders, exactly. Stick and rudder, right, Kyle? All right, let's get this bird set up. But yes, again, Silva Killer, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get this party started. I could grab the P1600 Thrustmaster, but I'm not going to worry about that right now, Kyle, for this one. Let's get this bird started. Clear! Oh, we can open the window. Look. Wasn't that fancy? Oh, we got our fuel gauge. Got our door. Can we open it? Oh, hell yes. Hells to the yeah, Kyle. There we go. Another question is, can I get the damn thing closed? Damn it. I can't close the door. Hold on. Leave it to me and fuck this up. Let's see. There we go. I gotta be able to find it here. Close. There we go. Well, nothing like getting outside of the airplane to... Where the hell is the... There we go. To close the window. All right, well, I guess that was a bad idea. Son of a... Get me out of here. Where? There. How do I close this damn window? I actually have to go outside the aircraft to close. There we go. Gotta go outside the aircraft. That's convenient. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at our again. X-Plane is all about realism. So you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is too, but X-Plane's kind of taking it to that next level of realism. So if we look here, we got 70, about 76. So we got to get our HSI 76. Let's get that. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. 76. Let's go ahead and get that set. See, when you're in Microsoft Flight Simulator, you just jump in and go, right? It's about right there, I think. All right. I already yelled clear, so if anybody's around, then just... Listen to that sound. Oh, God. Brakes! Listen to that sound, friends. Got the window open. Let's hit that. There we go. Here's that change. Looking good. Kyle, they only need to read correctly while empty. Yeah, it's true. You can fly a Cub with them open. Yeah, that's true, Aces, I could. MSFS Hangar says, I get to play as NPC for a few days. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Kyle, I mean, again, realism, Kyle. It's just, oh, here, I want to set my, I'm just going to set my quick controls for, let me do this. There we go. For my alpha, so I can look left and right really quick. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and take this for a quick run. Kyle, do you want me to get out and look at the airport or just fly over it? Your choice, my friend. John Franco, I'm off to bed. I have a physical training in 7 hours and 50 minutes. John, thank you so much for joining. It's really great to have you, as always, John. Thank you for joining the stream tonight, and hopefully we'll catch you soon. By the way, John, hopefully you can make it, and the rest of you, on Saturday. I am planning on the multiplayer fly-in in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll be back in Microsoft Flight Simulator this coming Saturday, 8:30 Central Standard Time, 0130 Zulu, for some flight together and on Discord voice and all that good stuff, because we usually do it the first Saturday of the month, but we pushed it a week because last weekend, of course, was the holiday weekend, Labor Day. So, John, thanks again for joining. We'll catch you soon, buddy. Take care. All right, friends, let's go ahead and fun little airport near LA. Let's go ahead and there you go. Does this look at all close to it, Kyle? This area, you probably can't. You can't really see it. Controls are a little different for the view. So let's get up in the air and then we'll do a flyover, John. And I'm sorry, Kyle. XE strokes is all installed. Pretty light. Again, you can all pick this up. You can get the demo. Go to xplane.com. You can pick up the demo and you can fly all these aircraft, I believe, but you're stuck at Portland. But you can, yeah, you can check this out. You can fly for 15 minutes, and then once you're done at 15 minutes, you can start the sim over and then fly another 15 minutes. There we go. I have no idea where the headwinds are, but we're just going to take off with it. I mean, this is a cut. We can. This is no problem. But I think it performs really well, especially with what the settings are. Look at those wheels keep turning. Wow, look at, and I think the terrain mesh is looking pretty good. I mean, all this, again, is a default terrain mesh. How's the P factor? It was all right. I mean, typically, I think it's a little bit better than Microsoft Flight Simulator, but I don't feel a lot of P factor and torque here, Kyle. Right now, let me take off the controls. I mean, on the roll, there was a little I had to do. You definitely have to do more rudder for the torque on takeoff and stuff. There's no doubt about that. Let's do a stall. Let's see how it does on a stall. What's the stall speed on this thing? 42. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Damn it, we're gonna spin. Right rudder. There we go. There we go. Oh shit, we got out of it. There we go. So you can see, again, stall characteristics, and it entered that spin. I had to enter right rudder, opposite rudder to get out of it. That seemed pretty natural. That seemed pretty natural. And an accelerated secondary stall, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's, again, you know, if you're a real pilot or you're not a real pilot and you want to check out and feel, get X-Plane 12 if you want to know how real flying feels. Again, Sobo's getting there with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but this is bar none. Flight characteristics, models, responsiveness, you know, all those things. The flight characteristics are more real. Silva Killer says latest version of Twin Otter for MSFS is 106. So again, overall, I'll give my closing thoughts. I'll save it for my closing thoughts when we get done with the stream. Let's do a side slip. And I know Aces, you're new to X-Plane. Have you been trying it out? It's, you know, be interested in your thoughts. But yeah, I think as a real pilot, it feels more realistic. Less like you're on the rails, less sluggish, more responsive. So let's kind of do a side slip to a landing here and see how it handles with this bird here. They're really high. We're going to go on 2.6 left, and as you can see, we're really high. So what we're going to do is we're going to do cross controls, and so we're going to put in right rudder, and we're going to drop to left aileron here. And now look at that speed, and we're dropping, but we're not increasing speed, but we're dropping really fast, kind of going to the side. Yeah, I mean, like, look at that. That definitely seems, that seems more realistic. I mean, I'm dropping pretty big on this. And then we're gonna roll out. Incorrect. And this, I don't have any flaps in. Gets pretty squirrely. Yeah, look at that shit. Like, I'm off the runway. So, yeah. Not the best landing, but I was dicking around trying to show that. But yeah, it definitely seems a bit too touchy. Yeah, you know, Aces, maybe a little bit. I mean, now, to be fair, I haven't flown this aircraft ever in real life. I rode with my uncle as a kid in a Champ, not a Cub, but a Champ, Aeronica Champ, and I mean, they are pretty touchy, to be honest, but yeah, it's probably a little bit touchy. I would agree, like, on the landings and stuff, but it definitely doesn't, it's not as sluggish as Microsoft Flight Simulator on the landings and stuff. Like, Microsoft Flight Simulator, let's just face it, it's not that it's easy to land, but I just check it out for yourselves, friends. Get the demo and check it out for yourselves, and you tell me what you think. Oh, that's awesome, Kyle. Yeah, that was a fun one. Well, Kyle, thank you for that suggestion. Let's see. Next up is KMIA. I think that was Blando. Is Blando still with us? Let's go to KMIA. New flights, change location. Again, for $60, why wouldn't, I mean, if you're an aviation enthusiast and you're a simulation enthusiast, why, I would have to ask, why not get this, right, for $60? If nothing else, just to dick around in. I mean, seriously, friends. All right. And it's hard to say, well, which one, you know, I know everybody's going to ask, or many are going to ask, which one's better, SimFanatic? X-Plane 12 or Microsoft Flight Simulator? My answer to that is it depends. And the jury's still out for X-Plane 12, honestly. Where's the signature? Let's find, I don't know, but where's the general aviation? Can we find it in here? I don't know, we're flying KMIA, so we'll just land, repair, hangar. We'll do W20. Is there like small runway? No, we'll just go that one. What aircraft? Anybody want to pick an aircraft here? Oh, Silver Killer mentioned KMIA. Sorry, Silver Killer. Silver Killer, you pick the aircraft then, buddy. Thank you, Aces. Silver Killer, you do us the honors of picking the aircraft for the Miami takeoff. And then once we do that, I'll probably do that last one, Airport Cavix. I think, who mentioned Cavix, Aces? Was that Low-Tech? Can't remember who mentioned Cavix, but we'll do Cavix and try a different aircraft. And then we'll maybe check out a few other things in terms of the environment before we close out for the night. I do see that it's almost 11:30 here. That was Low-Tech for Cavix. Okay, thank you. Silver Keller says Boeing. All right, so let's 737 we'll go with and start new flight. Oh, if we're doing that, we better pick a different. Let's go with G19. With the Boeing, what do we have for liveries? We have the American, Air China, Delta. Any livery, Silva at the Southwest? Silva, what livery would you like, buddy? Starship asks, is Starship still around? We could check out the 330. We could check out the 330. If Starship's still here, I'll load up the 330. We'll do one more. Maybe we'll take off from Cavix with the 330. That'd be funny. Southwest. All right, here we go. Is Starship still here? If Starship's still here, we'll do the A330 at Cavix. That would be hysterical. this baby loaded. Oh, Starship's here. All right, Starship. If you want to see the A330, we'll load the A330, and we will do that for you, my friend. We'll try to take off from. There's no way we're gonna make it, but you guys can have a laugh on me. We'll try taking off from Cavex with the A330. How about that, Starship? Yes, exactly. Starship's still here. Yeah. All right. So I believe too, friends, that the Zebo is working on an X-Plane 12. I think the Zebo 737 does work with X-Plane 12, but I think they're actually working on a new and improved Zebo version. Let's see, I gotta get forward here. Is that United? It's a little, kind of, I don't know. Not very crisp on that livery over there. Not trying to be picky, I'm just saying. I didn't get that. Control 0 and the numpad. That worked? Yep, there we go. Oh, look at our tug. Let's see, how do you push back on this? We need slew mode. Control Shift E, right? There we go. So I'm not gonna go through the whole startup procedure with this thing. I think Bruden must have already left, right? Out Cleveland says agreed low tech. What did low tech say? Low tech 420 says X-Plane for me does not have enough pluses to open up another cache hole. Oh, okay. So low tech, you make a great point. When I say spend $60, I'm not saying buy X-Plane and then buy a ton of add-ons for it. No. What I was just saying is, for those of you that, and I'm fully invested in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and so I'm going that route. And I know a lot of you that join me in the channel love Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll occasionally jump into X-Plane. Probably when the Zebo comes out with the latest with their 737-800 for X-Plane 12, we'll do a live stream occasionally in there, maybe just to kind of check it out, at least when it's originally released. But no, I'm all in on Microsoft Flight Simulator. But what I was just simply referring to is just like for $60 with the default aircraft, you get 7 new aircraft. We got to try the Citation 10 too. I haven't checked that out yet. But I would definitely pay $60 just for the default aircraft, for playing around, having a sandbox. That's what I was saying. But I agree, low tech. I for one, I'm not going to go out and buy a bunch of add-on scenery for this thing. The Zebo's free. I'll get the Zebo 737-800, but I'm not going to go out and spend a ton of money. I've already spent. How much? I mean, if I have a spreadsheet, I can tell you. You all want to know how much I've spent on add-ons on Microsoft Flight Simulator so far? Anyone want to know? I keep a spreadsheet because I track all your donations and my own money that I spend on it. Oh, some stuff I don't have in here, like some of the hardware and stuff. I don't have the giveaways in here. But let me see what I've spent so far. So far since Microsoft Flight Simulator and we started doing, you all started doing donations. I'm gonna be honest with all of you. I track everything, and everything I spend, like Silver Killer, you gave the $20 tonight, and thank you again for that. I keep track of everything. I've spent $1,599.61 on add-ons. And I'm looking at that and going, holy shit. But I have a spreadsheet, and that, honestly, that's how much I've spent. $1,600 so far on add-ons. And by the way, I don't know. Do I have the? I have the T-Flight HOTAS 1. Remember, I did that as a giveaway. So I have the giveaways in here. I've got other stuff that I've purchased, like a Pilot's Life and all the scenery, the Phoenix A320, FS Realistic, Coronado Beach 18, Indianapolis Airport, Ciro E. King, Vessels, Flight FXH Jet, Chicago Executive. I mean, on and on. And I know I haven't grabbed all of these. But I've spent $1,600 since you all started doing donations on this thing. And so, again, like I say, when you... Okay, Nightbot. Nah, that was horrible timing for Nightbot because it throws in there. I'm not asking for donations. I'm just saying, to your point, Low Tech, I'm not going to go... I've spent this much money already on Microsoft Flight Simulator on add-ons since I did the donations link. I spent more money on it before I was doing a lot of the streaming with donations. So I probably spent, truthfully, honestly, I probably spent over $2,000 on add-ons. I'm invested in Microsoft Flight Simulator is my point. I'm not going to spend a ton of money on X-Plane. Now, I can tell you, I've spent thousands of dollars on X-Plane 11. I'm not going back there. I'm fully invested in this one. Fully invested in this one. So anyway, are we started? Oh, we're started. Okay. How can I push? How do you push back? We've got to check out the pushback, right? Let's see. Pushback. Ready for pushback. What? No metrics now. What? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Keyboard. Keyboard, SimFans. Come on. What's wrong with you, SimFans? Pushback. There we go. Pushback for airliners. Nose 90. Stop and let go. Straight back. Pushback. How the hell you start the pushback? Alan, I like an invested person. Where the hell is the pushback, though? I saw straight back, but I didn't see. Maybe I have to call? Let's see if I do. I mean, there are options for pushback, but did anyone see pushback for airlines in it? I don't see where it says start pushback, though. Pushback, stop and let go. Fuck, do you start it? Airline straight back. Maybe I just need it. Let me do, let me try Control P. It's probably already mapped. Control P is bound to command 3D path toggle. All right, we'll just do that. See if it works. Work. Oh, I saw him. Look at, he's going backwards. Is he gonna start? He's starting into us. I'm getting excited. Is he gonna come and connect to us and get us pushed back here? I think he is, friends. Look at that. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, Mr. Friendly. He's gonna get us going. Here he comes. Here he comes, Silva. He's gonna push us back on the southwest here.
Commencing pushback. Release parking
brake.
brake.
There we go. See, I know what I'm doing. Not really. There we go. I wonder if we can. We need some. Oh, you know what? We can. Oh, I need to stop the. I need to stop him. But here, let me try something. Because like here, we can go to the back. You son of a. I knew that was going to happen. Can we open this door? Oh, there we go. Cabin tour. Cabin tour. I bet this plane has a shedder, PMDG.
Disconnect. Pushback completed.
Okay, so we're done there. Let's go check out the shedder. Guys are all like, what? Let's go check out the shedder. Because like, well, that's the one thing. Like PMDG, I would give them an A+ if they had a view for the shitter. They don't have a view for the crapper. Like, you know, it's got to take them down a notch. So I give them an A. Let's go back here and see if we can check it out. Or perspective, yes. Let's see. I want to see the wing view too. And we can do. You can do. Of course, you can do custom views. Here is the lavatory. Are you kidding me? Oh no! What's with this? What's with it? Anyway, we tried, friends. All right, here we go. We've got the KMIA. Sounds good. That dick. Oh, you know what time it is, friends. As we taxi, this is perfect timing. Never thought I'd have to like run to do the taxiing. Oh, now I'm just like jogging. I am a moron. But I have to have a little fun with you guys. It's hot here. How hot is it? Almost 80 degrees. I I don't know why, but when Cincinnati does that, it's me being just stupid. I don't know why I do that. It's almost like slapstick. God. I don't get to do the STD thing tonight, though, friends. But like, look at how fast this is. We turn here. All right. One more time. I feel like in Dumb and Dumber. Remember when he's? Feel like we're going really fast, Harry. Stupid. Okay, here we go. Enough of me dicking around. Let's get back to business here. All right. I am never getting rid of that song, friends, by the way. All for you, Silver Killer. Here we go. Silver Killer with the dancing emoji. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Should I use the full runway? Nah. What fun is that? Wiping the forehead makes me... I don't know where I come up with this stuff, friends. It's just me being me, I guess. All right, here we go. So we're gonna get ourselves set up. And notice it was like doing the little barking. That's not, is that me? I feel like doing it again. I must have a mental condition. All right, so I'm gonna go down here and don't say anything about that, Aces. Let's see, let's go to our trim. Oh, we want to do our flaps. So we're going to go flaps, what, 5, I think? Typically do. One more notch here. All right, look at this. Oh, Silva. Oh, Silva, good suggestion. Here we go. This goes. I like the part where it's like, I can like do like the, you know, it's like, it kind of turns into that where you, and then, like really intense. All right, I'm done. Take off. He's just figuring this out now. Here we go. Toga! Get this shit going, friends. And we're off. Good time for that music to stop. Quit dicking around. 80 knots. I almost feel like I had to zoom out a little bit. Can't. I do love the flyby view, like having the flyby view back again. Sounds pretty good. Rotate. I gotta map my... There we go, Silva. Just for you, Silva. I love the flyby though. The flyby view, I mean, that's the thing I miss the most. I know you can get it within Microsoft Flight Simulator. I need to work on that because just love that. Obviously got to do, oh, Houston's going fast. I definitely have to map some. Gear back down. Oh, this suddenly got serious. Just like I feel like I need track IR enabled now, Aces. All right, Tommy Hughes. Hey, Tommy, thanks for joining us tonight. Tommy, appreciate you joining. We'll see you hopefully Saturday, my friend. Hopefully we can catch you Saturday. Take care, Tommy. Thank you so much. FCam's back. Also time to go for me. See you. FCam, thank you for joining. Sorry I missed you earlier in the chat. Starship says altitude low. Oh yeah, it's definitely low. But FCam, thank you for joining. Hopefully we'll catch you again in a future live stream. I'm sure we will. Again, thank you for joining FCam. So great and to see you. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and set our auto brakes. Go ahead and arm our spoilers. Do we arm our spoilers? There we go. Oh, did I get armed? I think I did. I'm not sure that is an arming. Anyway. It's kind of messing me up because I can't. I mean, obviously this is not like a normal. I don't like that I'm that close and I can't zoom out. What do you suppose if that is? There we go. Ooh, jeez. There, now I'm zoomed out a little bit. That'll help. That's gonna help. Let's see if I'm kind of dicking around here, so I don't know if it's gonna work. Talk about an angle of attack. Ah, shit. Now I got myself messed up again. Oh, well. Let's just go ahead and land this thing. Let's go ahead and land this thing. Right, Silva? I had to get this set again, because... There we go. I don't even know why I'm trying to land this right now, to be honest with you. Lotex and Fnatic, let's multiplayer X-Plane at your house. I'll bring my null modem cable. Exactly. That's awesome. Oh man, those were the days. Those were the days, Lotec. Now we're just going to hand fly this bird down. I don't know why I couldn't set the spoiler. What do you guys think that is? I should be able to set that bitch. Oh. There we go. There's speed brake. Now I got her set. There we go. So I couldn't figure out why that wasn't setting. It's not looking too bad. Right? Well, pretty good. I'll say that. You know, that's like my death warrant right there, friends. I'll say stuff like that. I'll be like, it's not looking too bad. And then I'll flip it up. Literally. Figuratively and literally, friends. And of course, I don't have my reverser set, so this will be interesting.
Gear.
The fuck? Don't I have my gear down? I didn't have my gear down? I didn't have my gear down. Oh my god. I thought I had my... See what I mean? I start talking.
400.
That's probably didn't have my Bravo going.
300.
3 green. God, that could have been a catastrophe.
200.
Oh, I feel like I'm back to the X-Plane Zebo days.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Alright, there we go. Let's go reversers. Can I pull these? Fuck, I can't pull them. Anyway, we got it anyway. The brakes. There we go. How about that, Silva? How about that, my friend? I love Tech 420. Take off your glasses, Fanatic. Superman reveal. Maybe someday, man. Maybe someday. Yeah, I gotta say, I really do. I mean, again, for $60, I don't feel like I'm cheated. Look, we got some palm trees there, Silva. Oh, I suppose we can take off the. Go. And we're right back to where we started almost. All right. Gotta go. Starship, wait! Starship, are you really gonna leave? Because I am going to now, and that's fine if you have to leave. But I was gonna launch Cavex with the A330. But if you have to go, it's all right, buddy. I didn't want to let you down. I'm actually going, the other thing I wanted to show here, if we choose runway 4, not sure which direction it's going, but we can hit, if we go to the A330, and I think we can say, where is it at where we can say start? I thought there was a place to start with the engines running. Where the hell's that at? Here we go, start with engines running, so this will speed it up. If you have just a minute, okay, Starship, see, that was my plan all along, Starship. I was gonna keep you here for a little bit longer because I was gonna vote. This is for you, Starship. So we'll do this, SimFans, it's 11:46, so we'll do this, and then we will, I think we'll go ahead and close out. There were some other things I wanted to cover tonight, but maybe we'll jump in and explain 12 again, not Saturday. Saturday will be Microsoft. We'll be back in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and don't worry, we're doing X-Plane 12 tonight. I'm not switching the channel to X-Plane, back to X-Plane. This is just to kind of check out the simulator. We'll definitely jump back into it here and there as it improves and progresses, and maybe do a flight here and there, especially with the Zebo, like I said. But in no way are we going to even do half and halves. No, it's still going to be a focus on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Again, I've invested that much money. I'm not gonna switch over. But this is a good one. This is a good one. And if you haven't already, please smash that thumbs up button. Do a like. I do appreciate all of you sticking around. It is we're at 30. Thank you so much, friends. And here we go. You guys think we can do it? All right, here we go. Here's your A330. Oh, we should back up. I wonder if I can hit the reversers on this. You suppose I can do that? What do you think, Starship? There we go. Here we go. Let's see if we can't back this bird up. Come on. Here we go. That's how we got this. I'm gonna have to map those. Come on. There we go. We're going to use all of this sunlight. Jesus, I am like, oh, what am I doing? Reverse. It's like I got to do stuff backwards because we're look at the little puddles there. All right. Those reversers close. Are they not going to close? Close. All right. So let's go flaps. What flaps are we going to do? We're going to do probably Aviation Spotter would be having a connection fit right now if he was here. Let's go two flaps. There's your A330, all for you, Starship. Get those flaps down. This will be hilarious. I don't know. Would we have the drag to thrust coefficient? Would that be bad if we went? Yeah, we don't want to go 3. I think we'd be in trouble if we did 3. We'll stick with 2. All right, it's definitely going to be yes. Thank you. Yes, Harry and Silva Killer, it will be a GA flight Saturday night. All right, here we go. I love the guy over there with the baggage cart. Here we go. Anybody, place your bets, friends, place your bets. Am I going to make it? Who thinks that Symphonix is going to make it off this runway? Who thinks I'm going to survive? Who thinks we're going to survive? Because you're all here with me in this aircraft. I got the pull brakes on. We're going toga. I'm definitely going to overrun. Here we go. Oh my God, we're definitely overrunning this. Am my brakes still on? Doesn't feel like I'm going very fast. Whoa, that's not right. Look at that. Why is my reverser on over there? I was like, this feels. Oh, what the hell? What is going? Why? Oh, no wonder. What the fudge? There we go. Okay, I was like, something's wrong. Oh my God. Okay, what's going on? That just, what's happening? No, I want... Why is it not... Why... I have nothing. What happened? Engine 1, fail. Air bleed electric. Ah, shh, Nikes. Alright, can we reset this? Perhaps start engine to running. What? Is this just resetting, maybe? What the hell's going on? What? Start engine to running. There it was, by the way. I was looking all over. Okay. This isn't a ploy to get you to stick around. So if you have to go, Starship, that's okay, man. Oh. Okay, I'll just get off now, please. Oh, look at that wing flex. Look at that. That, you know, that's when you want to get off the aircraft, Marion, is when you're on an airplane for real and you see the wings start flapping. Like it's taken off and the wings are actually flapping. Yeah, that's when you want to say, I'm off this bird. There we go. I'll just check this again next time. Let's try one last time. That'll get this time we're stopping. This is harder than it looks. Okay. Now let me try this again. Okay, maybe if I can do that. There we go. There. Now we take. Don't you say you're stop. Okay, I was gonna say, don't be stopping. All right, here we go. Oh, flaps. Let me off. Let me off. Trailer backing 101, take 2. All right, here we go. Do not. That's down. Oh, our baggage guy's going. Okay, baggage guy's gonna race us. It's a race. Here he is. He's racing us, friends. All right, here we go. To close it out for tonight, this is the final straw. If we don't make it here, it's all over. Let me make sure we're okay on both engines. Yes. Knew something seemed off on that last one. Let the engine spool up fully. Here we go. There's no way in hell we're gonna make this. I agree. Reverser? Why did the reverser just do? What? What in the world? Why is it doing that? What in the hell? Why is it doing that, friends? Alright, well, we have less runway. I'm done messing with this. I wonder if it's me doing the shift back, because I'm doing the shift back to stroll out. I think I was screwing myself up there. 80 knots. Oh, I think we have this. We're going downhill. But hey, you know the good news is? We're going to run off the edge, and then we're going to have, here we go.
Flaps.
Get up. Let's drive.
Gear.
Oh, hills to the yeah! We got this, friends. And it's a good thing we were like, we had plenty of drop off there. Here we go. Look at that. See, I knew anything was possible with all of you. That's so ridiculous. Now trying to land it. Oh, God! Overspeed. Oh, shit, yeah. Flaps up. Now try to land it. Oh, you would say that, Marion. You're sick. to LAX, right, Lozak? Wow, we're already at 240. This has some thrust, friends. You aren't serious. You don't want me to try to land this, right? Please tell me you're kidding. Because you know that won't happen. I don't like the fact that I'm so zoomed in there. Landing is easy, surviving is hard. Okay, there's some like, see that flicker? Kind of interesting. But there's no way we're landing this. What will you guys give me if I can successfully land it on that small runway? I don't like I can't zoom out right now. That's kind of driving me nuts. I do like the wing vortices and stuff like that from up here. That's pretty slick. What is the elevation of Cavex? Anybody know? We survived the takeoff, yeah. No. Should be happy because there's no way you're surviving the landing. Auto brake. Oh yeah, can I do max? Auto brake medium? Yeah, that's not gonna work. Why can't I do max on that? You notice that? You do max on the auto brake. Huh? No? Alright, fine. Why am I even why am I even gonna try this? Because you guys asked, that's why. I don't even know if I'm gonna get lined up right on this one. Hey, just give me the runway, if you would, and the elevation for Cavex, because I didn't take time, because we've been dicking around just trying stuff. Can you get that for me quick? Or somebody? Cavex? Look there for me, is that not crazy that MSFS does not have a flyby-view? Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, low tech. I don't understand that at all either. Is Lufthansa fly to Cavex? What do you think, Marion? How about you, low tech? Is Lufthansa? I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm afraid to hit the. I better not try that. I don't like that I'm so zoomed in. This is kind of dumb. I'm like way too zoomed in. We are so dead. We are so dead, friends. And I also don't like the fact that I can't, I mean, I gotta definitely set my views here, friends. Where is the runway? Am I even close? Is that it right there? I think I lost sight of it. Is that it? Yep, there it is. There's no way. Absolutely no way. I mean, this is going to be so silly. But you know what? Why the hell not, friends? Why the hell not? Here we go, ready to die, friends. Ready to die. Hey, can I do max now, I wonder? I can't see, that's so weird, I can't do max. I don't know why that is. We need a Airbus expert here. I better get this thing slowed down. We're never gonna be able to survive this. Let's get our auto. Come on, speed brake. Oh. Why can't I arm that? This is weird. I can't arm that either. Well, this ought to be fun. I can't put my spoilers on. Why can't I put the spoilers on, guys? Look at that. All right, well, whatever. I can't. I need to quit focusing on that. See if we can't. Will you guys give me at least some points if I get it on the runway? We're going too fast. I botched it. This would definitely be a go around, friends. Still gonna try it though, just for fun. We're gonna land it hard. We gotta start braking.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
I'm gonna just land it right on it.
Put foot in.
Oh, jeez. Come on, stop. I can't put the spoilers on. Oh! Oh, no way! Oh, hells to the yes! I got it down, friends. We survived. Oh, my. We got her down. We did make it, Starship. Hopefully that was worth the wait and sticking around, Starship. Appreciate you sticking around, Buttery. Well, maybe I should try that more often. I do better landings while I'm under pressure like that than I normally do during a regular live stream. Oh, I might have to like cut that one out and put that my landings right in Discord. What do you think, ASUS? To throw that in my landings. Anyway, SimFans. Okay, Bert is in. X-Plane 12 is no more realistic than Microsoft Flight Simulator since we can do that. Oh, I suppose. This might be a point there. Marion says, open the door so I can kiss the ground. Oh, friends. Okay, so yeah, so a few closing thoughts here, you know, with this simulator. So, you know, I've said enough about it, but again, I think, you know, it's worth the $60. Would I jump over and invest a lot of money in X-Plane 12? No, I would not. Stick with MSFS for your core sim, but again, there is room for both sims on our hard drives, I think. That's my opinion. But for $60, at least go in here. You can have some fun like we did tonight. Get a different feel. It definitely feels different. I mean, if we were to fly the one, and I was hoping that we could maybe have time to go into the 172 in Microsoft Flight Simulator so we could do a compare and contrast with the stalls and the side slips and stuff like that. But in any case, this definitely is a good aircraft, a good simulator. And it's definitely worth $60 in my opinion. $60, it's a no-brainer. Get it. If nothing else, to just have some fun outside of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Try a few different things like we did tonight. So hopefully you all did like the live stream tonight. I do appreciate you all sticking around when I had to leave and help the family earlier tonight. Do appreciate that. Silver Killer, thanks again for the $20 dono. Appreciate that, my friend. And we'll plan on, I haven't scheduled it. If you have some suggestions, I know some of you have dropped into Discord, some flight suggestions. Throw me some suggestions. I haven't figured out what we're going to be doing for the fly-in, the multiplayer fly-in in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We'll be back in that on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 0130 Zulu. Give me some suggestions, friends. Otherwise, I'm going to have to figure it out myself. So throw some suggestions in there. And until next time, debrief. Ace says, yeah, we'll do a debrief. I'll jump in. I'm going to take my eyeballs out as usual. We'll jump in debrief. So Ace has mentioned debrief. If you have joined us before, jump in Discord. We'll be in a voice channel there, Flight Simming voice channel. Jump in there. We'll do a quick debrief. And until next time, SimFans, thanks again for joining. I really thought this was fun. I was looking forward to just hanging out with you guys and gals. It's so much fun. So stay safe. And of course, blue skies. We'll see you soon. Take care. Maybe see you in debrief. And hopefully you'll join us Saturday. Bye, friends. One of the things I didn't do is replay. Built-in replay. Let's do toggle replay here on that thing. Let's go. Let's see how SimFanatic did on this.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
I think if I do shift 1, we can go to the runway. Nope. Is it 3? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, well, I had to land before the threshold of the runway to get that. Look at that, the wings flexing. Woo. Good stuff.